Hello gamers, welcome back. God, why do I always start every stream like that? Here we go. Howdy everybody, welcome to my keyboard stream where I actually have a live camera set up. It's not perfect. For some reason it's not showing my hands as green, but I'm just going to ignore that for the rest of the stream. Because otherwise the colors seem fine. I don't get it. But we have a lot of fun stuff planned today. Hello, how's it going, Arath? Just got started. Let's see. We'll be mostly building a keyboard, and by building I mean putting together. It's not really, we're not like cutting the plastic or anything like that. But no, yeah, we're gonna be. I've got this lovely GMK 67 from Zuya, which everything I got today I got off of AliExpress except for one special item, which I will show you later. And I guess actually two, but it's also available on AliExpress. This is not sponsored or like, I don't recommend AliExpress, but I was just being a cheap asshole. Because I have a problem. I have a keyboard problem, and I love building it, and I want to do it on stream. I want to share it with you guys. One of the reasons why I kind of wanted to do this is just to show you how easy it is now. Yeah, I was just saying, my camera's messed up. My hands don't look right, but you know what? We carry on. Hello, Kapka. Welcome to the stream. I've got this handy-dandy keycap puller, which we're going to get started on. But I did want to show you guys my current keyboard, which is right here. This is a Keychron K8 Pro, and I actually would recommend it. I got it on sale at the start of the year, actually. And it came with these switches, which you can kind of see right here. These are Gateron G Pro Browns. Also, forgive me for having a bit of a thumb injury. Haha. But yeah, they're fine. These ones, these Gateron G Pro Browns, they're fine. They're tactile. All my switches that I have here are tactile. Focus better. Focus on the switch. Ignore that. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see it's got a little bit of a give. Whoop. Pushing lightly and it kind of goes down. Whoop. Suddenly. It's a bit of what we call a tactile bump. The other two switches that I've got here, actually I'll just pull this out of the way. Ignore that noise. Please forgive my very scuffed up desk mat. I need a new one, and I didn't buy one before this. So this is the Gateron G Pro Brown right here. Then we have a Cherry MX Purple and an Acco Penguin, which you can kind of see it's got a little bit of a penguin beak and then the black and the white here. Fun fact, be careful when putting switches into your keyboards because you could be like me and you could be a doofus who bends a pin while you're prepping for this kind of thing. Ugh, there we go. You can see this is not the way that it's supposed to be. Not good. So don't be like me. Always insert your switches with care and precision. These are all tactile switches, which means that they all have a little bit of a bump when you're pressing down into it, as opposed to a linear switch, which is just kind of like start to finish, no interference, or a clicky switch, which adds like an extra little bump, almost like two bumps, and one's very vocal, which my very first mechanical keyboard, which I got way back in like 2016, God, that was a long time ago. When I got that one, it was a blue switch, which is a clicky switch, and it was so fun to type on, but God, it was so loud. Incredibly loud. I don't recommend it because at this point, it's kind of just nicer to have a tactile switch, and personally, if a keyboard is too loud, it's going to bother me. Yeah, I don't know. There's tactile gang and linear gang. I think you gamers out there, you'll probably like linear because linear is easier to get the key to actuate when you need it to. But yeah, underneath all of my keycaps is a switch just like one of these. I'll put these aside. Human filter's on. I know, I couldn't disable it. The human filter just, technical issues, we make do. We used to use blues, it was extremely loud and annoying. Yeah. I mean, the feel of a blue is great, but it's just not worth the cost, It's so much. But yeah, let me see, let's go with, these are my penguins. I got these from Milktooth. which actually sells switches by the 10 instead of the, like 45. These were like 20 bucks, so very, very easy, very affordable. The thing about Penguins by Echo switches is that they are silent tactiles, which means that they are much quieter. In fact, I'm gonna take this Cherry MX Purple, which is like probably the loudest switch that I have right now, but it's not that loud. I'm gonna put it right next to my microphone. You guys can hear it. Just hitting that over and over. You can hear that. So by comparison, this is the Echo Penguin, which is a silent tactile. This is what I'm going to be using in the main build. And here's the microphone sample. You can barely hear it. I think that the music might be covering it up. Just a second. I'm going to mute it for one moment. Crazy you can hear that. You might not even hear that if you don't have your sound turned up. It'll be louder once I get some keycaps on, because keycaps will always add sound. But speaking of keycaps, let me show you. Let me show you what I've got on my desk. This nice little keycap set. Again, I got this off of AliExpress. These were like 25? These are probably more expensive. Out of all the parts that I got, these are the most expensive. The base keyboard was like 40 bucks, but that has a lot of stuff going on in it. I also have to open this backwards because my camera's right here, and it can't look at me and do the VTube if it can't see me. So I'm gonna open this. We're spin around. Good. Yeah. Graceful. That's what we're doing. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, beautiful. It's a little washed out in this light, but it'll look better once we get it on, I think. It's got this little bit of an astronomical theme. Got this little space bar with the planets. All the boring stuff is on this top layer, but if we move it over, oh, there you go. But yeah, you can see there's more fun stuff here. The set of caps you have on order almost cost much as a keyboard. Yeah, like people telling me that like GMK keycaps are so great, but they're all like 150 bucks. I'm like, excuse me? You want how much for that? I've got fucking rent to pay, man. I love this. This is a fun hobby. I love how tactile it is and how like, which is not something I'm used to doing with computer stuff. It's very nice to have something that's like really responsive to my fingers. But boy, they can get expensive fast. So we'll revisit this. By the way, just as an FYI for those who don't know, just don't pay. But you can't steal stuff from the online. They take the money and then they ship it. It's like, what do you do? But yeah, Cherry MX Purples, you might not know. So the typical ones are usually Cherry MX Reds, Blues. Reds are linear, Blues are clicky, and Browns are tactile. And bonus, this limited run, which I got. These are the Cherry MX Purples because they come from known keyboard-focused YouTuber Glars's, and this is a lovely little cartoon doodle of him. That's his icon, his channel icon. I tried them out a little bit. I like them a lot because they have a nice tactile bump that's like right in the middle of the keystroke, which a lot of other switches, they either put them too high or too low for me. But yeah. Oh, you were talking about rent, Neil. Oops, my bad. Unfortunately, that has even more consequences. I wish I could just not. $50 plus the $100 brand tax, yeah. I don't want to buy clones because I don't want to like support the idea of like making knockoff stuff, but I am very happy to buy things that aren't super fancy GMK things. But yeah, I know I did my little switch overview. Here's another peek at my current keyboard. For those of you who don't know, these are actually Keychron keycaps, which I got from the same manufacturer as my keyboard here, which is a K Pro. And you can kind of see. You can see that the profile is a little funky. The profile on the keycaps I got. Oh, I'm blocking the camera. My bad. The profile on the keycaps that I already got that I will be installing is called XDA, not this. This is OEM profile, which is similar to Cherry profile. You can see that they're kind of curved in a way that makes it easier for your fingers to go up and down and kind of understand which row you're on based on like the height. I'm interested in XDA and how that'll feel, but find that out later. But before we do anything, I'm gonna do a baseline typing test so you guys can see what this is all about. Switch over here. Yeah. So we got a random like quote generator. Oh, I need to move my. There we go. Whoop. Maybe I need to make my avatar just a little bit smaller on this one. Teehee. There we go. Okay, mechanical keyboard 2 years ago, never looked back. Oh, it's so good. Like, we lost so much when we switched to membrane. It's like, oh yeah, it's quieter, but like, is that really worth it? Not really, not in my opinion. All right, let's do a typing test. Make this work. Oh, I need to plug that in. Plug in my keyboard. That probably would help. Thinner laptops too. I guess that's true. But nowadays, I'm like, I started typing on a mechanical keyboard, and I'm like, oh, I never want to type on a laptop keyboard if I can help it ever again. So now it's just this portable screen with a computer attached. Anyways, here we go. Oh my god. I've never been called musty cheese in a typing test. That's new. Oh, it's from Walden. Damn. Is that Walt Whitman? I can't remember. It's either Walt Whitman or Henry David Thoreau. My high school English teacher would be either disappointed or very happy that I narrowed it down to just two. But yeah, that's a pretty easy peasy typing test that was. I'm not unhappy with it. But yeah, let's go back. Let's get we'll do another typing test after we've done our build. But yeah, I think this keycap set is called Beach or Ocean. One of the two. I was very happy when I saw it because it's definitely the kind of color set that I really like. But this keyboard is going to be for my work computer downstairs, and I've been trudging it up and down every day, every work day basically, to plug it into my main computer. And I just my space here is a little bit limited when it comes to typing, so I decided to get a 67 or 65% keyboard. So that'll probably be a better fit here. And we'll see. Maybe someday I'll get like a really fancy keyboard for my gaming experience, but I don't know. Does the red make you feel like you need to slam the escape key dramatically? No, in fact, I just like the splash of color, although on the camera it's way brighter than it is in real life. That's a little funny. But yeah. I'll just give you a quick little peek. We'll take off one key, just so you know. Ugh! You can see the Gateron Pro that's just hanging out right in there. Good old J key. There we go. I'm gonna unplug this. I'm gonna leave that aside. We'll revisit that later. And for now, let's get things started. Let me get my big box. My big fun box. Hush you. All right. Where's the good one? Ugh. Got it. Look at this thing. I think my camera's making this look a lot bigger than it actually is, but good old budget keyboard. The budget keyboard, apparently. The ultimate budget keyboard, I've been told. GMK67. I got it for $40 off of AliExpress, and it took 2 weeks to get here. Where the heck? All right. We'll do this the hard way. There we go. Beautiful. Kind of. It's pretty cheap. But it's like a nice kind of cheap. It's like cheap where they know how to be cheap. This is, it got a knob. That's my favorite thing about this so far, is that it's got a knob. I'm looking forward to using that and mapping it to volume and play pause and all that stuff. And we've got our nice little manual right here. And what's in this? What's underneath this? Aha! Got a cable. USB A to C, it looks like. Yeah. We will not be using that because I have cables already set up. But, you know, give me the manual. We'll see. I'll consult it later. We'll find out together. And I think that's the whole... Oh, there's a combination keycap puller and switch puller, which I might use the switch puller. This ain't too bad. The one I have now is a little bit too hard to grip. We'll give it a try. Try them both. See what happens. But yeah, get this garbage out of here. Fuck that box. There we go. Oh yeah, I can see the tour here. Oh, the camera's got a little bit of an angle to it. I think that maybe my cover over my camera on my phone is giving a bit of a warp, but you can see you've got these two little switches that go between Mac and Windows versus how you connect. It's got Bluetooth, USB, and 2.4. Freudian slip there. This is the little dongle that you can plug into your computer, but I'm not interested. I'm gonna be doing wired because I'm a nerd. And this is the nice little USB-C port that we'll get in there. Little contour design. Not a whole lot going on. Got feet. Feet enjoyers in the chat. Just want to let you know you're covered. We have feet here, although these don't really pump it up too much. Might have to go with the next level XL feet. Don't take that out of context. Let's start with this though. We'll start flat. But yeah. I also got some lube for my stabilizers, just in case. Because I don't know how good they're going to be, and I think I kind of need to put the switches in first. But we got to figure that out. But yeah. I will not be like unscrewing this, because I want to show you how easy this is. A lot of content creators who are keyboard people will like mod it. Like there's a tape mod and a foam mod. This has foam in it already though. And I'm kind of not really interested in trying to pry this thing apart. Apparently it's very difficult unless you have a special credit card method, but I'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. Get this wrapper out here. Fuck that wrapper. Nah. I turned around and my camera did not know what to do. It did not know how to handle that. But yeah. Hello, Tig. Welcome. Mechanical keyboard shenanigans. It's true. We are here. We are making a keyboard. And by making, I mean I have a case. It needs some switches and it needs some keycaps. And that's what we're going to be working on right away. Trying to convince yourself to upgrade to like a mechanical keyboard in general? Or like, do you have a current mechanical keyboard that you're like unhappy with? Because, I mean, if you are a person who types a lot for whatever reason, I think that you should consider getting a good custom keyboard. Even just like basic stuff. A Razer Huntsman, optomechanical. Oh, is that like the magnetic one? Quite clicky. Oh. Yeah, I used to have a DOS keyboard. That was the brand that I got way back in the day because that was the only one that made mechanical keyboards for Macs. And now everybody just makes it with a switch that goes between Mac and Windows, which I really appreciate because I use both regularly. But yeah. My husband, actually, I just got him a new keyboard for Valentine's Day because he had this old Razer keyboard which wasn't even mechanical. It was like, it was RGB, but it was membrane, and it's like 10 years old at this point, and it was like a full, like not even 10 keyless. It was full 100% keyboard with a numpad. And I'm like, do you need that numpad? Do you need that numpad though? Do you use it? And he was thinking like, yeah, his keyboard's a little bit too big. So I got him I think a Keychron V3 because it was on sale. The sensors detect the key press with interrupted light or some such. Ah, you need that numpad. Okay, numpad enjoyer Falden, please justify your numpad because I don't know, man. I feel like every numpad could just be replaced with like a macro pad that can also be a numpad. That's what you numpad people deserve. Yeah, a separate macro pad numpad. I thought that was really cool, and I almost regret getting a Stream Deck, like, even though I got it on sale, like, last year. It's handy, and it's nice, but it doesn't feel as good as a numpad, like, macro pad. A mechanical macro pad. I feel like that would be cool. But yeah, let's start putting some stuff in. Let's hang out together. We got our nice Echo Penguin stuff here. Ugh. Hit my elbow on something. Calm down. Keyboard doesn't look right without it. I mean, laptop keyboards don't have numpads. Unless you have a really big laptop. That's a lot of that. That's a big laptop. I'm gonna hydrate real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, funny thing is about this, you can actually kind of see if I angle it right. You can see that there's like 5 holes in each of these. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a big one in the middle. Those are 5-pin connectors, but 3-pin switches will still work with it. You can see the Echo has 5 pins because it has the one in the middle, and then these 2 on the side, and then the 2 pins that are actually metal and can be bent. Don't bend them. Versus, wait, the Gaterons? Yeah, see the Gateron here doesn't have those side pins for stability. So you can still use the Gateron switch in here. It's just not going to do anything. But if you wanted to try and use one of these in a 3-pin slot, yeah, that's no good. No good. A keyboard that has a knob. You're enchanted at the idea of a knob. Well, the knob is... I mean, I love a knob. I love a good knob. God. I feel like I should have gotten a Band-Aid for this. Sorry, blood content warning for my thumb. It's just scabbing over because I had a hangnail and I did the bad thing. I picked at it. Don't pick at it. Don't pick at your hangnails. Be better than me. Yes. There we go. Okay. Sat here in silence before you realized you unplugged your headphones. Hi, Kirill. Everybody say hi to Kirill. I unplugged my keyboard, so I can't give him a shout out. So somebody, I don't know if I have any mod permissions that'll do that. The Orc Florist is here. It's true. Fango Burr. The Orc Florist. I'm sure you know him, right? You've got to know him. Twitch.tv/orcflorist. Commonly playing Fallout New Vegas recently. We love it. We love Fallout New Vegas. I never finished it, but I love it. It's probably the best Fallout game. Bigger fan. You guys. Can't be that big, can you? Alright. Let's get on with this. I'm gonna start putting some switches in. Please. Please work. Uh-oh. Okay. I got a little worried there for a second. Oh, there's a little bit of pressure. I just realized that. There's like a hole. You have to like push it in. Okay. That's a little... I'm concerned by that. Okay. That's not too bad. Okay. Alright. We'll just do it one by one. This is why we're streaming it, is because this is kind of boring, to be honest. Although later, I might put some fun stuff into this. Make it work. Also, this is gasket mounted. This has some flex. This is some real give. Can't really see it that well, but it does feel it. Shove it in the duvet covet. Tactility. We love tactility here at twitch.tv/orcvibes. We love it. Okay. Feeling good. I'm gonna test out this switch puller because I want to make sure that I'm not bending these pins. So we're gonna try it here. This is actually beautiful. Okay, yeah, you can see I have not bent the pins. Autofocus, come on. Come on, autofocus, you got this. Find it, autofocus. Close enough. Alright, whatever. But basically, yeah, we're just happy to see that it looks like it's working out fine. There's just a lot more, I was not expecting that level of like resistance based on the other keyboard. Wow, there's so much push to this. The autofocus is trying so hard. And you know what? I admire it for trying. It's going. It's doing its best. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, this is feeling pretty good. So, one fun thing to remember is that when you get a keyboard, if you get one of these, make sure it has south-facing LEDs, because most switches are also going to be compatible with south-facing LEDs. So if you want your good RGB, you got to do that. I have a question about my boyfriend. Does Gar have an alternate sonar called Gar that's based on a fish? You know what? He doesn't, but he should. I think that's what he should be doing with his other... He needs like a menagerie of characters, and one of them should be a fish. It's true. I'm right, and I should say it. Get in there. Okay. I'm so nervous about this now. I'm like, I gotta check it. I gotta make sure that the pins didn't break. No, we're doing okay. I feel better. That's like the second in a row that I feel pretty good about. But yeah, here we go. Get in there. Get in there. We love it. Autofocus. Yeah, what? I don't see a face. These switches don't have faces. I can't focus on that. Oh, come on. Oh, it would help if I had it the right way up. Yeah. Remember to put your little windows down at the bottom. Otherwise, you're going to bend some pins, and nobody wants that. There we go. Each time I inspect it, looks like bricks got smacked. Yeah. I keep forgetting. Hello, my camera's right in front of me. It's like right here. I have it down here because if I put it up at the top of my screen, it can't see my face very well because I have a stupid big monitor that I really like. That's high res. It's good, but it's stupid tall. What type of switches do I enjoy? I'm a linear, or not a linear. I'm a tactile enjoyer. That's why I got these switches. It's because they are silent tactiles. I'm very excited about that. I love a little bump. I'm a big typist because I write a lot of content, some hashtag content, both for work and for personal exploration. And I'm not really a big, like, I guess, twitchy gamer, so I don't really need to worry about not having a bump in between the top of the key press and the bottom of the key press. Like, I don't play Overwatch, I don't play shooters, not competitively, and I don't really, like, whenever I'm doing something on my keyboard, it's really about typing and words, and I'm generally, that's a much better experience when it's tactile. Yeah. Boy. Yeah. You do right. You feel like you do it more than gaming, so the tactiles, hey, this is for typing. Yeah, they will try and tell you that clicky is the best for typing, but those people are wrong. I mean, clicky can be good for typing if you have, like, you know, sound protection in your room and nobody else is going to get bothered by it, and it doesn't bother you. It bothers me now. Like, once I got used to it, even after that, I was like, what's going on? What happened to my audio? There we go. I don't know why, but there was just a sudden break between songs. Bizarre. Alright. Got another switch. We're going through this. We're making it little by little. And I am being incredibly distracted. Ha ha ha. Your Hazer Huntsman's pretty clicky. It doesn't bother you. Oh, man, yeah. If you really want, like, a good... If you want a good, like, customizable piece of software for your keyboard, get a keyboard that can handle QMK or VIA. Those are the best ones. I just want a room to sound like a mid-century human computator's office. I mean, there's a certain kind of, like, ASMR to that, right? A little bit. Speaking Clickian. Oh, Calco, did you get a sampler? Did you get, like, was it a specific brand? Or, like, was it, you know, like, just a bunch of clicky switches or a bunch of tactiles or what? Let's see. Get this here. Yeah, there we go. Gotta make sure I have this right so I get the right angle. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry about the human hands. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Technical difficulties, I guess. I'm keeping it going. Little by little. Oh, man. Come on. Get in there. Yeah. Okay. That one I don't feel good about. I don't feel good about that. We're going to try it. We're going to double check it. No bent pins. Okay. We're good. I guess I'll just probably have to put them all in and then find out which ones I bent after the fact and hope that I have enough spares. Because I really only have 70 of these, and this is 67 spots. This guy, I have one guy over here who's going to be sticking around. I actually put a pro tip. If you don't mind buying like a single switch, if you can, I highly recommend putting a silent switch on your spacebar, because the spacebar is always so loud with like every sound profile. But if you make your spacebar a silent switch, it blends in with the rest of the keys so nicely. Do you have a nope, these are Orcans filter? I mean, I do have Orcans. They got the size right. But, I don't know, the color seems off. We'll figure it out. I'm not letting it bother. Hi, Al. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're taking this one bit at a time, because, boy, I am really taking forever with this. Huh. Get in there? Are you in there? Doesn't feel in there. That one actually felt bad compared to the last one. I feel like I might have fucked this one up. Come on. Come on, switch puller. Nope. No, there's just this, like, film in between. Yeah. Okay. That's so weird. I don't know if I can handle the film. It requires so much to press through. Cellophane on the camera. Immediate orc filter. But then everything's green. That would be dishonest. My keyboard isn't green. I thought about getting a green one. There's a green version of this, but I couldn't find any good keycaps to go with it. Like, all the green keycaps were just like either super dark, and so they looked kind of like off, or they were like matcha green in a way that was not appealing as a set to me. So I just didn't want to have those keycaps. I have such a keycap problem, you guys. Like, oh my god. Oh, there it goes. It started getting in there. Now we're going. A forest green. I love a good forest green or an emerald green. I think I saw an emerald green set that looked really nice. It's the same kind of thing, like, oh, it would look nice on a white or a black one. That's why I got this one, because my other one's black. This one's white. I figure this will be a good contrast. I've someday we'll get my my end game keyboard, as they like to call it. I've been looking at the drop. Oh, really? You might like, Carol, if you want help with like a mechanical keyboard, if you want to make another, we could do another one of these maybe, and I can like ship it to you or something. What was that? Something fell. Anyways, there are a lot of good like mint and pastel green keycap sets that are really cute, actually. Let's see. This is the backspace. Just gotta make sure it gets in there. Oh, yeah, we're still doing okay. All right. Come on, get in. Get in there. What are you missing? What are you missing, little butt? Number one color is a super soft baby pastel blue. Oh yeah. Your lovely white cream and light green keyboard. Ooh, that's lovely. Al, if you have a pic of that, I would love to see it. You can just put, if you could drop it in the chat. No, I think links are still okay in the chat. I'm a small time streamer. I don't have to worry about disabling links. There we go. Look at that. These stabilizers. I love these little like teal stabilizers. I'm hoping that they work out, but if not, I have my lube. We can make it better. There are. I haven't had. Oh, take care, Aerith. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. It's the Drop Shinai board. Ooh, yeah. I was looking at a drop. I was looking at the Custom 80, I think. It's the one with like the magnetic top that you could just like drop up and down. I'll get it. And you could like customize. You can basically change keycaps and then change the like frame to match the keycaps that you have. And I, as a keycap slut, a certified keycap slut, I am all about that. Hello. Yeah, let's see this. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, I like that. Let me see if I can. I'll grab it from copy, and then we'll open it in Vivaldi. Oh yeah, I gotta do all of this with just the mouse alone. My God, will that work? Okay, let's try. Let's try switching. Yeah, you can kind of see it here. I love that. That's a really beautiful color. I love it. Hello, Barian. Welcome. We're doing keyboard assembly right here. But yeah, I really like this. This is a really nice color. I love the little design that it has on the above the arrow keys. This is my favorite format of this 10 key list with the F row and like all the editing stuff, because I edit like text for my job. Like, I'm a copy editor. That's one of the things I do at my job. So I have to have like page down and page up and home and end and insert and delete, because they're actually important keys for me. when I see people are like, yeah, I go to work, I code on this stuff, and I'm like, you don't have delete. Oh, what? I could justify it for this, because I'm planning on using this as like mostly a gaming keyboard, which is not for gaming. It's just I don't have the same needs. But yeah, we'll go back to the main view. There we go. Hi, Lan. How you doing? I saw you. Wait, you were up there earlier. I didn't say hi before. Hi. I say it now. But yeah, where are we at? We're on. I think this was the number row. We're on good old tab here. Come on, tab. Get in there. Yeah. Love to see it. Putting in some switches. Does anybody have any penguin facts? Since these are penguin switches. I love that they have these little, that they're black and white, but with like the stem being like beak colored. Use delete a lot. Programmable numpad with a few extra keys. So you can have delete and backspace both right over there. Oh yeah, that would be cool. I'm actually, like, these 3 slots here are probably going to customize, because I've recently found that I use screenshots and mic muting and turning, like, the RGB on and off a whole lot when I'm using my other keyboard, so I programmed 3 keys over there to do that, like, instead of, like, print screen and numlock or whatever. And it's like, oh yeah, sure, don't need that. But being able to mute your mic, a global mic mute button is so nice. Get in there? You're in there, right? You feel like you're in there. Well, we'll do a test to figure this out anyway. We will test. This, like, extra layer of film that's in here, like, it didn't include instructions to, like, not puncture that. Or to, like, take the keyboard apart and, like, peel it off. So I'm assuming that that's, like, intended to be there. Because the other thing is that, like, in this case, there's a PCB, there's a couple layers of foam, and then there's, like, a plate, which you can, this is the plate you can see right here, is this, like, lighter plastic. Underneath it, you got the foam and the PCB. Mute to insert. Yeah, exactly. Well, the problem is that, like, you have to do it by individual apps. Like, on Discord's the only thing I really use on this computer that I'm hooked up to right now. So, like, I just hit the button for Discord mute, but it doesn't work sometimes if I'm doing other things. Penguins warm their eggs by propping them on top of their little feet and tucking them into their downy underfluff. Aww, that's adorable. I wish I could make a keyboard comparison with that. These switches are my eggs, and I'm tucking them into my... Oh no, the pins. The pins are the eggs, and I'm pushing them into the downy underfluff. God, that didn't feel good. Every time it doesn't feel good, I'm like, resist the urge to double check. But nope, we're fine. I've yet to bend a pin. I don't know why I'm so nervous about it. Oh, I think it's because, like, after a while, now that I'm getting more of them in, it's like, oh, okay, they're sitting a little bit better when I push them more. That's cool. Okay. But yeah, we're getting there. Does everybody have a nice long weekend? I hope you guys have Monday off. Watching this feels like going to build the droid thingy at Disneyland. Oh man, I haven't been to Disneyland in years. Last time I went, I was on my birthday in, like, mid-October in, like, 2019, right before the pandemic. That was hilarious, actually. Let's see. A nice long weekend. I know, I'm so happy that I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I didn't know that I had tomorrow off until literally on Friday. I thought we just didn't have it, because I've been to plenty of workplaces where they're just like, no, fuck you. You don't get President's Day. You just got MLK Day. Why do you need another day? It's like, because I'm a human being. I mean, an orc. Sorry, slip there. My little college said no long weekends. Lame. You should protest by not showing up anyway. I was thinking about calling in sick, just in case. But fortunately, I didn't have to worry about that. Getting there. This is getting there. We're getting there. I'm a little surprised at how... I guess it's the gasket. It's kind of wild. It feels surprisingly low in the middle. But then again, this is, you know, $40 keyboard with $20 switches. And $20 keycaps. This is meant to be my little project that's not necessarily super high quality. We're getting there. Getting there. Here we go. Get in. Get in? You in there? I guess so. So be careful. Don't. So one warning is that if you go to YouTube and you start looking at I don't know, anything keyboard related, it's gonna throw the entire algorithm at you. What a gasket board mounted keyboard feels like. Huntsman isn't, because I think you're flexing the board when you talk about yes. So gasket mounted means that there's like a little bit of sponge or spring or something in between this plate and the case, basically. So like you can kind of see when you can kind of see if you watch the other switches when I press in like this, they kind of all flex in that direction. Yeah. My table's a little wiggly, so it's not helping. But my desk, at least. But you can kind of see it there. Let's get in there. Yeah. There we go. Get in, everybody. We're doing okay. Is that the same as just putting foam inside the case to dampen the sound? Not quite. You have to have like distance between, like the gaskets create a distance between the case and the PCB, basically. Is that a feature you find pleasing for the purpose of writing, comfort-wise? You know, I actually haven't had a gasket-mounted keyboard yet, because my K8, I don't think it's gasket-mounted. It's just there, which is not a problem for me. I usually don't mind a little bit of, I don't know, stability. Like, it being fixed in place is not an issue, but I am curious how this is going to feel, especially since it kind of helps keep it light despite being a little bit of a bulky case. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting there somewhere. Exactly. New discoveries. We're learning together. Let's see. Oh, yes. There we go. Alright, and that's backspace, this is return. This is that funky, like, backslash double vertical line key, which everybody uses so much. I can't think of a key I use less than that. I would consider hot mapping that to something else, to be perfectly honest. If it wasn't in, like, blomp, accidental reaching with my pinky. I tend to hit backspace with my ring or my pinky finger a lot. One thing is, when testing out for the stream, when I was doing some typing tests, I learned that I type a lot more with these fingers, and my pinky I don't really do much with, and my thumbs are just perfectly relegated to the spacebar. Yep, the spacebar only uses one switch because it only needs one input, but it's arguably the most important stabilizer down here. So that in order to like kind of keep it consistent, and that's one of the things we're going to do when I test out the typing sound. If it's too rattly, I'm going to add some lube to my stabilizer with this guy, with this syringe. But that's only if it sounds bad. Yeah, there's the other ones. So the left shift, the backspace, and return, those all have stabilizers too. So if they all sound rattly on your keyboard, you could probably solve it if you have a somewhat fancy-ish keyboard. You could probably solve it by pulling the keycap off, getting like a $10 little syringe of lube. Krytox 205G is the one that everybody talks about. And yeah, and I don't have an FRO, it's true. I'm hoping that I can program this so that my FRO can be like function blop or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. This is a pretty tiny keyboard. I'm intending to make this like my travel keyboard. I really don't do that much typing up here on my gaming PC. I do most of my typing like downstairs at my work computer. Like even when I'm like writing stuff, I usually just use my downstairs desk. The bummer thing about that is that like if I spend a whole gosh dang workday typing out stuff, and then I'm like, I don't want to type a story. I don't want to do prose. I don't want to describe things. I just go upstairs and play video games. You leave your switches on your first keyboard and it took a while, but they do feel very nice. Yeah! That's actually one of the things I really like about these Cherry MX Purples, is that they come factory lubed, and they're supposed to get smoother after you do like more actuations with them. So like after you press it 10,000 times, it's actually smoother and feels more lubed than it was out of the factory. It's very exciting for that. I guess I'll put this one in here. Oh, come on. Get in there. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the flex a lot more on this side. You can kind of see it. There's the gasket mounting. You got it. You can see that there. So, almost halfway there. Now you know why I streamed this, is I want company. This is boring. I've done a lot of like keyboard assemblies with podcasts playing, and I'm out of podcasts. I don't need more podcast recs, I just need my current podcast to upload more episodes. Siri, speech to text, chapter 76, the orking. That's me, I'm the orking. I orc things. I make them more orcish by being near them. We love it. We're getting there. What kind of switches are the Penguins? They are silent tactiles, which means that they have that nice little tactile bump, but they're also nice and quiet. I've heard that if you that silent switches are not actually silent, but they sound more like someone described it as like the sound of rain outside versus like somebody tapping on marble near you. That's what most of them sound like. Most switches, I think, sound like somebody tapping on marble. If you're having second thoughts about continuing to use your Huntsman, you can mess around. That's true. If your Huntsman, I don't know the Razer lineup that well, but if your Huntsman is like a real mechanical keyboard, you could probably start like messing around with it, try some different switches. I don't know if it's hot swap. It might not be if it's especially if it's old. Hot swap is a fairly new technology in the keyboard space. You might have to desolder it, which is not something I'm willing to do. That's one of the reasons why I got a hot swap board here, is like, I don't want to solder shit. That's hot. That's a hot piece of metal. You don't think it's hot swap? It's a particular kind of switch tech. That's true, yeah. If it's particular switch tech, it's probably soldered. But you could at least mess with it to see if you can change the sound based on the different mods you can do. Like I've seen some people put like kinetic sand in their keyboards. They're a little bit crazy, but I think that's kind of cool. I like kinetic sand as a whole concept. It's just a neat thing. Oh, get in there. You in there? We in there? Are we in there? We are in there. Looks like we're in there. But yeah, we're good. I get to keep getting distracted by just taking them out and being like, I'm pressing the switch. When I was a kid, I was very big on buttons. I was a big button pressing kid. I'm actually not feeling too great about this one. I kind of want to see what's going on. Please tell me you didn't bend the switches. Okay, good. I think it just didn't quite go through the first time. And this one's also sticking out a little bit. Let me check this out. Yeah, same thing. Okay. It's just slightly different. It just needs a little bit more oomph. There we go. There we go. Imagine playing Tekken with tactile switches. Leverless fighting game controllers use key switches. Oh, interesting. That makes sense, actually. It's kind of like the hitbox or something that's like all buttons, no sticks arcade thing. I saw people use that for Smash in like the 30 seconds that I cared about Smash, because I knew I had friends who cared about it, and then they stopped caring. So then I was like, oh, nice. I don't have to care anymore. No offense to Smash players, I just have so much stuff to care about all the time. Like my car registration. I had Isn't it weird? Folks, do you ever feel like it's weird how we have to pay our car registration every year? Why don't they just realize that you bought it and you're not going to do anything else with it besides drive it? It's so weird. There we go. Oh yeah, this is getting easier and easier by the minute. I'm liking this. I think if I just press down from the right angle, it tends to work out pretty nicely. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, this middle part's, this is where the gasket feels the weirdest for me. But we'll see. Census in a way to pay for road reparations. I mean, that makes sense. But like, we have a ton of toll roads out here, and I feel like I know what they pay for, because sometimes if you break down on a toll road, there's like a service truck that'll come by and help you out, and it's like, hey, your toll money helps pay for this. And I'm like, I'm here for that. Love the idea of having a service that helps broken down cars on the outer toll roads and get power from the frustration in lines. I mean, if I were a DMV employee, I probably would find some kind of natural angry righteousness in letting people wait, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we get this? We're getting here. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, the gasket mounting is kind of wild. It's wild to put switches in when it's already gasket mounted. You may discover a feature of your keyboard that you looked up the model you didn't realize existed. It could happen. I hope you find some ancient lore about your keyboard. It's a mysterious artifact. It's the key to Destiny. It's our destiny. That's what we're about here. We love Destiny. We love spitting in Destiny's face. Fuck Chosen One stories. They're dumb. That's just kidding. I don't think they're that dumb. I've been playing a lot of Fabula Ultima lately in my gaming group, and it's going really well. We actually have the players ended up deciding on like their party group dynamic, because there's a mechanic at the start of the game system, at the start of the campaign, I should say, where you decide the players like how they know each other and how they work together and all that. And they chose Guardians and Seekers, which is like people looking around for cool artifacts, and Guardians is basically like Final Fantasy X style Chosen One. It's like one Chosen One, and everybody is there. And so in our first session, we made it so that the Chosen One got like inflicted with a curse, and everybody else is kind of protecting him now. Although not everybody's a fan of the Chosen One. It's Neil's character. He's in my gaming group. So it's Neil's character Skips, who is a little bit of a little shit, according to certain sources. What if your Paladin Bugbear BF chooses me at the end? What? Well, then we'll just say fuck Destiny. It worked out for Romeo and Juliet, right? That's what they said. But we'll do it better, because they were also stupid straight teenagers, and we are wise adult gays. We have seen more than they have seen. Yeah, that worked out great. I mean, to be fair, Romeo and Juliet are not exactly the smartest, like, they're not the sharpest tools in the shed, each of them. Like, what my dude sees his girlfriend, like, dead, but like, is she though? Is she dead? They knew each other for 3 days exactly, and he just goes full drama, and he's like, I can't handle this. I can't live with it. Literally stabs himself. And then her first thing is not like, oh my god, my boyfriend is stabbed, he's still bleeding, what do I do? Clearly, the right answer is to take the dagger and stab myself with it too. Girl, this is, god, they just need adult supervision is what they needed. That's really what would have prevented it. You've had more fulfilling relationships with gacha husbands. I actually just recently stopped playing my gacha game that I've been playing for like years. And it's not like I had a problem with it, although I do have a little bit of a problem with it. They started releasing a lot of limited heroes, which are like, oh, you have to wait until the banner comes around for them. You can't get them unless this special banner comes along. And they did like a ton of them in the past year. And I was trying to keep up, but then my luck was just really bad, and I started having to pity summon a lot of those characters. And I don't know, I was on my like 4th or 5th pity summon, and I hadn't spent a lot of money on it, but I started spending enough money that made me go, I don't like the idea of this money that I'm spending on this. Full disclosure, I spent less than $100 in the whole game. I spent more money on this keyboard than on that game. But it was just one of those like, oh man, annoying. It's like, maybe I don't want to do this after all. Grand Blue Fantasy started your downfall. Yeah. The game I was playing was called Epic 7, which is fun. They have like some pretty good furry husbands in there, to be honest. But they also just, I don't know. Everything is now just hot anime waifu. I feel ignored as a player. Marginalized yet again for the big booba. Oh, welcome back, Hero. We're slightly further on putting switches in. And we've been going for an hour. Jesus. This is why we're taking our time and just enjoying our time together. That's what we're here for. Just get in there. Count the shit. Pay attention. Boy, my avatar sure liked to open its mouth wide while I was taking a drink. Okay. Favorite part of gachas is all the fan art and the wikis with all the CGs and not playing them. See, that was the problem. Is like the gameplay of the one that I had, like, it had a lot of big booba waifus, but they were interesting characters with interesting kits. Just add them to add big women who can suplex you and their big loving husband. Yeah. There were a couple. They were okay. We had a big kicky lady. She broke the meta for a while, actually. They had to nerf her. It was very sad. She was so good, though. I don't even remember her name. That's how far, like, I've just deleted that whole game from my memory. I remember General Purgus, though. He's a hottie. That man is wearing a cuirass and no shirt. His pits are out there. Don't tell Twitch I said that. They're just out. Grand Blue Fantasy style and some storylines. I've heard that the new Grand Blue game is like pretty good, but is it still a free to play? It's like Grand Blue Rising or something. Yeah. Grinding. Oh, I don't want to grind. That's the problem. See, this is the thing is like now that I'm prepping games again for like Fabula Ultima, which is basically the same as prepping D&D. I just don't have time to play those games anymore. It's like versus you get the standard game. Okay, I could try that. I've heard that if you don't know the lore for the characters, it like sets up some weird cutscene. Yeah, the Grand Blue action game. Yeah, I would be down for that. But like, I also don't know if I have the time for that. You know what I mean? He says, putting individual switches into a keyboard, one at a time. I do like the Grand Blue characters that are basically just dudes with horns, like bull horns. They're like minotaurs with human faces. Like that's pretty cool. I like them. I once played a demi-human bull character like that in a RPG one time. He didn't have a whole lot of character though, unfortunately. He didn't do much. The BF was also like, this is reminding me why I don't do grind games anymore. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the new Final Fantasy coming out because I'm definitely going to play that, but I'm worried that it's going to be grindy. I don't know. You collected them all. Oh, man. Yeah, that's always a bummer when you have like the compulsion to complete the collection. That's what kind of got me a little bit with Epic 7, is that it started doing a little bit of that on me. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm running. I should have enough switches. I better have enough switches. Yeah, I'm getting there. Well, I guess this bottom row is a lot less because the spacebar is so goddamn huge. We're getting there. Honkai Star Rail is your Epic 7. I've heard good things about Honkai Star Rail. Like, it seems like everybody who plays it enjoys it, but it doesn't. It's like it's still a gacha game, right? Like, you can't avoid that. I can never forgive Genshin Impact for completely ripping off the like Breath of the Wild style and putting it in a gacha game. I'm like, this aesthetic deserves better. Ugblut! Ugblut's here! Everybody say hi to Ugblut. Ugblut, I just want you to know, I would absolutely shout you out right now, but I don't have a keyboard connected to my computer. So, alas, did not think that far ahead on this particular stream. You wish you had Star Rail instead of Genshin, though. You vibe way more with Star Rail. I mean, don't you have Star Rail? Isn't that free to play by its nature? Or do you mean like, do you wish you had Star Rail as like getting isekai'd into that world or something? Oh, thank you, Ugblut. Everybody check out Ugblut. He's very cool. I enjoy watching his streams when I'm lucky enough to wake up early enough to see them. You want the timeline where you've never played Genshin? Oh, I see. You wanna erase Genshin from your memory like Eternal Sunshine with the Spotless Mind style, like a bad breakup. I wouldn't give up my time with Epic 7 though. It served a need when I needed it. It was very handy for times when I was just bored and I needed to entertain myself. Just do some PvP matches. They're super quick. I really like asynchronous PvP. That's very fun for me. There we go. We're getting in there. We're getting there. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Gacha. It's true. I'm trying to forget my gacha experiences the way Jim Carrey forgot Kate Winslet. There we go. That's a really good movie, by the way. Like, if you guys didn't know, it's also just a very good movie. a lot of those effects in that movie are practical. They're not CGI. They might think that they're CGI. Okay, we're getting there. Got a little bit of... I think the gasket mounting is maybe making some of these pop a little bit, which is interesting. These are slightly larger switches than average, so that might just be that they're a little big for the slot. We'll see. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh. No? Okay, we're still good. That was just a surprisingly sturdy foam layer there. Yeah. We're on the bottom row, everybody. This is going to be done in a moment, even. The only timeline, yeah. I already read that part. Teehee. We're getting there. Getting there. My little bag is running out. Little baggie. Wouldn't that end with a third arc where you remember everything in the plot happens? I mean, maybe we find out that the friends that we made... Wait, the real gotcha was the friends we made along the way? Maybe? Including falling on your top of your husband in PF. I mean... Ugh. They're big boys. They're sturdy. They can handle it. I mean, I'm also large, but I wouldn't crush them. I would crush them complimentary, non-derogatory. One of the nice things here is that I can tell that these are the arrow keys. So I know that these three are like my custom ones. I think this is supposed to be like page up, page down, and like delete. I'm not sure. Sitting in a folding chair, selling cars, standing around clapping. Christ. Congratulations. Omerito. Omerito. They probably would do it. They would say omerito too because they're both weebs. Don't tell them I said that. Actually, you can tell them. They know. They know they think they're... That's my one like right over them is that I may have a lot of weird incidental knowledge, and I might write like fantasy stories and get really invested into a lot of these worlds and so on, but at least I'm not a weeb. What are you doing in there? You're popping out. That's kind of weird. Not sure how to feel about that one. We'll see. I might check this top row out again later because it's behaving a little funky. This one keeps popping out. Maybe there's just something to this top row because it feels like not everything is popping out. Yeah. We'll give it a try. We'll keep it going. All right. Last one. Last switch. We finally made it. Ugh, we made it. Look at these. Beautiful. Little penguin beaks sticking out. Kind of see. Now you can see that there's a little bit of... I think this plate is maybe a little small for these switches. But I know that this is doable because I've seen people build with this exact configuration just with different keycaps. So maybe it's just one of those things that they need to like squish down a bit more with a little bit extra pressure after you get used to it. But I think we're doing all right. Keikaku Torini. Is that all according to Keikaku? See, I'm not a weeb, I don't know. I can only make the simplest of weeb references. Oh wait, not the last one. I forgot this one. I forgot the spacebar. How could I forget the spacebar? It's the most important key. Oh, see, notice how I press down, it's like already pushing. There we go. Yeah. Okay. All according to plan. I knew it. Translator's note. Keikaku means plan. Yeah, okay. Getting a little squish. Try this. I'm looking at these switches again next to each other. They are a little bit wider compared to the cherry ones. Maybe that's what's up. Not sure. We'll figure it out. Exactly. Death Note was my first anime, actually. My first, I'm paying attention to this anime. Like, I watched Dragon Ball Z, but that was just because my friends watched it. I wasn't really into it. Don't tell anybody. All right. Keycap time. I'll put that over here. I think I'll just set it like this because that way it'll work out. So let's do escape. I'm gonna look down with. Aw, I'm saying something very wise. Well, sometimes I do close my eyes when I look down. Watched way too many anime and read too many fantasy to say you're a novice. Here's our escape. Got our. Get on there. Yeah. Now we're talking. This is some. Oh, that's interesting. It's a nice little. It's a nice key travel actually. Further travel than I thought. That's a good thing. I'm pretty sure. Y'all ever forget what a keyboard looks like in the middle of building one? We'll start with that. We'll just do it little by little. Little by little. Here we go. Oh, it is pretty. The gasket keeps it pretty quiet too, actually. Oh, let's see. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. It's a little janky. I think we're getting a little jank. We have room for a little jank on this. I like the gray tones too. I was very happy to find a keycap set that I think really works for this this color of the keyboard case. Our little penguin beaks are going to get covered up though. Just part of nature. Okay, yeah, now that I'm pressing like the keys down, the switches feel a little bit better. There we go. Hopefully not too scuffed. 0. Oh, that's upside down. Ah! This is fine. So this is something that happens if you have keycaps that are on a little too tight. And you know, it does make sense that these are a little tight. Fortunately, the switch is fine. I think. Yeah. The switch is still fine. There we go. Yeah, these XDA keycaps they're all of uniform height, which will be interesting to see how this works out. Wait a minute. I need 2 more keys for this. Hang on. Let me put the backspace on here. There we go. Put the backspace on. I threw my stupid box away. Fuck. Shit. 1 second. BRB. I gotta go get this stupid thing. Okay. Ignore my sounds. Ah. What is this supposed to look like? Oh my god. Fucked up. Okay. Bad news. I need to move. Apparently this keyboard doesn't have a tilde. And I'm gonna keep on pulling these keycaps out, unfortunately. I'm gonna put the switches back in. This is the adventure that we're going on. A tilde Swinton, unfortunately, yeah. This keyboard has no tilde Swinton. Where am I gonna put the tilde? Whose bright idea was that? To have a keyboard without a tilde. I did not pay attention to that part. Oh my god. Yep. Okay. I should just try. I'm pretty sure that if I use the keycap puller to pull these off, it's just gonna keep pulling it's gonna pull the switch out. But we'll try it. We'll try it their way. Yeah. Exactly as expected. Don't need tilde in post MSN internet, but and then how will you be flirty? Like, that's the only way I know how to be flirty is by put a tilde at the end of my sentence. Right? What else do you do? Anyways, we're scooting this stuff over. Looking a little better. Actually. Sorry, tilde. You're not part of the party here, I guess. or whatever. Ah. This is the part where we discover that I'm actually bad at building a keyboard, but still. You get back in there, mister. I didn't tell you could leave. Get in there. Ah! My stupid orc hands. Big strong boy fingers. Making it hard to take the keycap off alone. We'll do it the old way. Hey, that one worked. I'll take it. Alright, Seb. Come on. Yeah, okay. This is actually working out better. Maybe? Yeah, I guess you can... There are ways to be flirty, but I don't know. I'm an old... Oh, well, that one just kind of came out. Yeah. There we go. You get back in there, mister. Get that on there. There we go. Come on. Oh. Almost. It almost happened. Emojis. I guess emojis are the way to do it now. Winking face. Although, heads up, I guess a quick poll for the chat. If somebody uses a winking face with you, do you interpret that as flirting? Or do you think that they're like sly and they know something? What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. Let's get my lame little switch puller out because I don't like the look of this one. All of a sudden. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. We're still good. Being quirky and funny. I love to be quirky and funny on the internet. Everyone understands exactly what I mean when I'm quirky and funny on the internet. I have zero communication issues with that. Get in there. Get back in there. Yeah. Get back in there. Okay. Oh, I remember to put the 0 on. Right. I'm the most quirky and funny orc. Is that true? Is this true? I don't know. I've never measured myself for quirky and funniness. There we go. Now we're back to the good stuff. Back on track. Beautiful. I love this. This one is a little bit higher than everything. That's kind of weird. Quirked up orc busting it down wog style. I used to be very wog-pilled. Then I realized that was kind of a... Oh wait, do I want to use that for tab? Is that the right one? Or do I have other ones for tab? I have this set, but I have all these others too. All these. Look at them. Okay. How big is this? Is that the same? Looks slightly different. I think that's probably for down here or something. I don't know. I'm not super sure. We'll see. We shall see. I gotta put this back. No, don't look at my wood-stained interior. Okay. My beautiful wooden desk. That is a terrible background for this. This is my most scuffed up desk mat. I need to get a new desk mat. So bad. There we go. Getting them keycaps on. It looks a little bit better. Looks better with the keycaps, I gotta say. Yeah. Quirked up orc boy. Orcing it. Tusky style in the club. And by the club, I mean my peanuts. I wouldn't mean anything else besides peanuts when I say that. You guys know that, right? I hope you know that. If Twitch asks, I'm only talking about peanuts and how some people are allergic to them, and that's terrible. We should have more nut-free facilities so people who are allergic to peanuts can enjoy other snacks. Stop making all these weird snacks in facilities that also process peanuts. Here we go. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. This is looking like a real keyboard. There we go. Yeah. These ones I'm gonna definitely put little, what do they call them? Novelties? I think they call them novelties. This is caps lock. Is caps lock? That's one of the ones I can use a novelty on, I think. Because I don't need to go crazy. Yeah, these are shift. What is this? What is this? Does this one go? Maybe that's a shift. That could be a shift. This one? I feel like maybe I should put like the right ones in. I don't know. We'll see. We're here to be adventurous. Let's put this nice little satellite in here. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's a tab for sure. Actually, I should probably put that where tab goes. Don't pull out the switch. Come on, come on. God damn it. It has personality. Talking about werewolves. I wasn't paying attention for a second. I'm sorry. Why are we talking about werewolves? I'm here for it. I should probably. We'll just take this one off really quick. Ah, come on. These keycaps. Ugh. They're very grippy. This is a common problem with cheap keycaps I've noticed, is that they're super grippy. We gotta put the switch back in. Alright. This is for tab. Yeah, that's better. So these are tab sized, huh? Interesting. I guess shift has to be one of these other ones. Oh, this is caps lock, that's right. Caps lock. Or is that right shift? That could be right shift actually. Or right shift is over here. Because left shift is over here. Yeah. Well, I think that's right. That looks right. Then wait, where's... This is like the same key. Did I get this right? Onward we go. We're gonna do more of the alphas is what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure that out later. This might not be. This might not be shift. Oh no, that's definitely shift actually. Wait, that is... It's more like this is... Is this right shift? Whatever. We're doing alphas. That's what we're doing. Peanuts equals werewolf. Oh. I'm here for that. Also Peanuts the comic strip. I'm here for Peanuts the comic strip. Charles Schultz knows what's up. Or knew what's up. I've actually been to the Charles Schultz Museum in Santa Rosa, California. It's really cool if you're ever in Santa Rosa for whatever reason. We're getting there. We're getting there. There'd be space between the keys. You thought? You thought? How dare you even think there would be space between the keys? Wait, that's L. L goes here. K goes in between those. There we go. This is looking better. It actually looks way better in person. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Yeah, and then we have... Oh, wait. I put the wrong one up. God dang it. These keys kind of like, in transport, the keycaps kind of got a little... Ugh. Not banged up, but they like switched around. But there we go. Get back in there, mister. You deserve to be in there. This is the apostrophe. Oh my god, it's upside down, isn't it? I keep doing this to myself. Foiled by the limitations of secondary expectations, it's true. How could we keep doing this to ourselves? It keeps happening. Alright. Enter. I know what to do with an enter key. That's a rocket, for sure. But the question is, which rocket? Is it this one? It's this one. I think it's this smaller one. Yeah! My rocket key. This is the button I hit when I'm blasting off. You know it. I'm gonna put the arrow keys in here just while I remember. While I'm here, why not? I love the rocket. It's one of the reasons why I got the set. It looks really nice. Oh, come on. Get in there. Yeah. There we go. This is looking nice over here. The question is, let's just put in the rest of these alphas. And then figure out what we're doing with the rest of this. See if I can remember the distances and the sizes for all these. B is for vivacious. B is for Borger. N is for Nancy, the comics. M is for mead. This is what it's like. This is when I turn my filter off. Just jump from every single topic to every other topic. Hang on. Do I not have a right shift? Do I have to... whatever. I'm not even gonna put up the BRB stream. I need to look at the box again. Stupid box. What are you doing? ZX. ZVPN. Left, right. Question mark. Oh, okay. I got it right. Yeah, right shift. Okay. Ugh. Why don't you clip Sleepy Brax? Take that. I did this right. This is not as bad as I thought it was. Hooray. Is this the right one? I mean, that's like not the right key for sure. Where the heck? Whatever. Control. Alt. Hey, you play nice, mister. Alt. And then we'll do a little lunar rover for that one. Maybe. Oh, maybe I have to use super. Might have to. Might be forced to. Might be too big, yeah. Super. Then function. And then we'll do another. Actually, maybe that's just where function should go. Well, no. We'll do control here. There we go. This is looking pretty nice. I like the way this is working out. Never feel bad about jumping topic to topic. You went from your favorite 2 songs to urban planning discourse in 2 minutes last night. It was fun when I started talking about old 90s games and ended in analysis. Yeah, that was... That's adorable. I love that, actually. Let's see. Is it this one? That's not... No, that's too small. What if I just went wild? What if I did this? No, that's too big. That's technically supposed to be another enter, I think. I guess I could just do a second up arrow. That's probably for the... No? What am I doing here? Got that. Got that. Oh. This is probably for the best. Yeah, that's what we want. I'm not usually a fan of these in particular. Oh, wait. That's not angled the right way. This fucker. It's in the middle. It's not in the middle. Where is it? Whatever. I'm going to put a little astronaut helmet up at the top here. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll put a moon. Like a moon. And then maybe a little projector pod. We don't know what that's called. But it's one of those. It's one of those. One of these. Look at this, beautiful. This is actually... This feels nice, actually, to press down on. My hands are so pink all of a sudden. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's put... Okay, so I have the patterned one, which I'm probably going to use. But there's also a beige one, which is kind of nice. The pattern one fits, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's do the pattern one. I feel like we gotta. Nope. Come on. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Look at that. Okay, so how do I solve this? How do you solve a problem like caps lock, huh? How do you solve a problem like caps lock? What if? Maybe this one is like, should be slightly different. No, maybe? No, that's probably too big, right? No, that might actually be it. Maybe that's the issue. Oh. Whatever. Yeah, I don't like the caps lock key anyways, but gotta put something there, you know? Set your menu key. Oh, that's smart. Cruise control. Caps lock being cruise control for cool. God, what a blast from the past. Oh my God. Is this right? No. Is it this one? I think it's this one. I don't love having two shift symbols right next to each other, but I may not have a choice. Because this one's also shift, right? No. It's this one. There we go. That fits. All right. Looking pretty good here. Looking nice. I like how this is turning out. I'm not sure how I feel about some of these. Maybe I can replace one of the shift keys with something more interesting. One of the novelties or something. I don't know. We'll see. I might be a little bit cursed. I might be just a tad cursed here. But you know how it gets. Anyways. That resolves the cube cap building portion of our program tonight. And now I gotta just set it up. Take this key. Let's put it in. See what happens. Oh, the RGB be going. Gasket mount. I gotta type on it first before I can do that. We are setting up a device, USB device. Great. Did I get the manual? I have the manual somewhere. There it is. I'm reading the manual. That's the Chinese one. I'm reading the manual. How do I change what different things do? Whatever. Let's go. Let's do a quick test. If I can do that. Test. Keyboard test. Wow, that's really quiet. Keyboard tester. Perfect. Okay, it's doing this thing. All right, everything seems to be going properly. Yeah, backspace, tab, backslash, caps lock is back off, Got this, we got enter, we got shift. Shift, enter, shift, control, alt, Windows. Oh, I swapped the wrong. I got Win and Alt mixed up. A space bar. Anything over here? What's this? This is delete, page up, and page down. Got it. Rainbow Aura. They are. Those are some nice clicks. I'll have to do a typing test pretty quick here, but I want to make sure that I got the right alts and such on. Hang on. Unplug it first. Be a smart man. Unplug it first. Okay. That's one way to do it. You know how it is. You get how it is. Ugh. And then this super is actually the alt. Ugh. Come on. Get it. Moving. There we go. So what's this one? The control. Well, I'm not plugged in, that's right. Super is for Windows. Alt is here. So you can kind of see. Make sure and plug this back in. Make sure those keys work. Back? We're back. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that RGB. Alt. Is that not all? Oh, it's because I had Windows. Alt. Function is also Alt. Control. Oh, this must be function. Yeah. Gotta swap it back out again. Just a second. Just a second. Oh, that was easy. Easy to take the switch out. Jeez. And then this is function for real. Oh yeah, those like software sounding clicky things were just this quick testing software that I did not stream. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna actually leave this plugged in with the keycaps off just so I can press them down. Yeah. Yeah. Open here, open here. I don't know what these are supposed to be, necessarily. I got the LEDs working. Doesn't say. Oh. Oh, it's not. It's not typing. That's a little funky. What do we got here? There we go. Maybe it wasn't plugged in all the way. Maybe. That's a little weird. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay. This is alt, this is function. So control is just not involved here. This is alt. Calm down. Function. Okay, now this is closer to what we actually need. Everything else I'm gonna try and remap this with. There's supposed to be some like special software that they use, that Zuya uses, but for now we'll just do the regular. We'll do a typing test. What do you think? What do you think? Typing test? Typing test. We'll do a typing test. I'll check this out later. I thought this would tell me. I thought this manual would tell me like, this is where you download our cool stuff, our software to do things. All right. I will pause the music just real quick so you guys can hear the sound. There we go. And then there we go. All right. Typing time. Back to the real one. Make sure that's displaying right. Good. Typing time. Tab plus enter. Oh, fuck. What? All right, not my best. I really fucked up at the beginning, but that sound is real nice, actually. I gotta say. I really dig that sound. And I like the way that this keypad looks. I might want to change some of the lighting to, like, I don't know, something different. I feel like rainbow doesn't fit this very, like, black, beige, white kind of look. But overall, I think I'm pretty happy with this. This is nice. Oh, I might need to use a different cable. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I need to use its official cable because this is a little bit too stuck in the middle here. Let's see. Got it? Got it. I think it's better. Such a way to return of food. How's the gasket mount? It feels nice. It's very bouncy, I want to say. Like, oops. Well, that's not the scene that it should be on. I forgot that I was on OBS and that it has keyboard shortcuts. But yeah, I like the gasket mount, actually. It's very soft and bouncy in a way that I'm not used to, and I like that quite a bit. It's nice. Do one more typing test. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try one more time. Tab plus enter. Same. Same. Konosubarashi Sekai ni Shukufuku wo. I've never heard of that. ASMR, it's true. I love the sound of these switches. I feel like even if I end up moving away from this keyboard case for whatever reason, I'm gonna end up probably putting more of these switches and things because that's such a nice sound, actually. Holy moly. Yeah, wow. So soft, so nice. Ah, beautiful. I like it. Okay, one more. I'm just one more typing test. I swear. You can tell I really messed up right around here. Monty Python's Life of Brian. I thought that sounded familiar. I've seen that. Which switch is this? This is the penguin still. I feel like I would love to use the penguin more, or at least silent switches in general. Because boy, that's nice. Gosh, that like sound of rain hitting the window or just hitting the ground outside. That does feel like right there. That was very accurate to me. But yeah, that's one more, okay? One more. That's probably my best test so far. Suicide Season. I've never heard of that one. Yeah. Wow. That's nice. I like that. I like that switch a lot. I like the feel. I like having the tactile silent. That's for sure. Oh, hi, Lunar Bestie. I'm sorry I didn't notice before. I was busy paying attention to my typing test. Welcome. Thank you for the keys. They are cool keys. I do feel like there could be. I need to like smush them down a bit more. Incredibly somber test quote. Yeah, geez. These some of the selections are very interesting, but I kind of dig it. It's more fun than just typing out random words. Like normally typing tests are very just random words. Here's a set. No through line. It's easier for me to focus on something that like is an actual sentence because that's just what I'm normally typing. Yeah, I'm kind of into this profile. I'm not gonna lie. This like uniform profile. There, you guys can kind of see it. It's a lot more even than the Cherry or the OEM's profiles. I'm kind of into it. But yeah, that was really... Oh, it definitely is not happy about about something with this connection. I think that it's probably this connector that it really wants me to use. I might be willing to trade that off. We'll see. We'll see. Because this was just one that came with my keyboard 2 generations ago. It's very easy to deal with. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I'll figure out how to program some of these side keys, maybe the alts and the functions again later. I'm gonna get a quick stretch. I think I'm gonna go through with my plan to replace all the switches in my other keyboard. I'll do that on stream too. Hydrate. My God. Okay. Only because it's a good idea. Keycap profiles. Yeah, keycap profiles are I think the mysterious, misunderstood part of custom keyboards, because this is XDA, so it's all uniform, whereas the other ones are more angled depending on what row you're on. So it's very different. Yeah, I'll put the music back on. There we go. And we'll call this one done for now. This is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It's nice. I love the colors. I like the way everything just melds together. I think that this yeah, that's better. I was like, this left side of the spacebar is a little high. Set that aside. It's time to do this one. My beloved, my big typey boy. And we're about to take the keys off, and we're gonna replace the switches with these Glarce's MX purples. I'm probably gonna keep the silent switch on the spacebar though. That was a really cool move. I think everybody should consider doing that. What we'll do is we'll do one row at a time. We'll take off all the keycaps, and then we'll put all the switches out, and I'll probably put them into another. Get the other bag out. Just a second. Imaginary technique. Burple. Got a big bag here with surprise more switches. Real shocking, I know. Just truly shocking. I got those O-rings. I got these O-rings with the shipment because they were $1. They're supposed to make your keyboard even quieter. I don't think I need them. I don't really need that. After all this. All right. Ugh. Get over there. We're doing important work today. Keyboard evolution. Keyboard expansion. How's everybody doing today? I haven't been checking in with y'all too much. I've been very focused on this. One of the reasons I like these Keychron ones for the Keychron keyboards and keycaps is because they have all of the media keys for Mac. So it's very easy just to set it up and use it with a Mac. Enjoying the vibes? I'm so glad. We're here to enjoy our nice Sunday vibe, whether it's a Sunday Scaries or not. I'm sorry if you have to work tomorrow. I wish you didn't. I wish everybody got tomorrow off. We'll take care of this. What am I going to do with these Gateron G Pros? I don't know. It's kind of whatever to me. They're very so one of the memes about Glarce's channel is that Cherry MX Browns are kind of hated, somewhat deservedly. And I agree. I've having used these Browns and the Cherry MX Browns, oof. They just don't do the tactile the way that I want it to. Never knew how much fun it is to see keyboard building process. I'm actually really happy to hear that. I didn't think that this would be super entertaining, so I was worried that people would tune out pretty quick. But yeah, this is I'm excited to maybe edit this into a video with a compilation where I can do fun stuff with the like cutting it every time I put a switch in. This is definitely a much more premium keyboard than the GMK67 though. Like it's got an aluminum body. It's heavy. You can hear that. GMK67 wishes it was that heavy. It ain't thick. These are my, I like this as my screenshot, my mic, mute my microphone button, and my toggle RGB on and off. It's very fun. Build a leverless. What's a leverless? A leverless keyboard? What does that even entail? What do you do with that? ASMR. Where? There we go. Found it. This is the good keycap holder. Also, my desk is showing again. Shh. Okay. Hitbox. I don't play fighting games. I have boyfriends who play fighting games. Sometimes. Ugh. What? Are you just not? Get in there. Mister? You behave. Swear to God, this escape key. Ugh. Ah! Slipped out of my hand. It's fine. We're fine. See, now this is, you can tell in here. It's a little hard to see with the light, but I'll see if I can. There ain't no film in there. Ain't no film in there. It's hard to balance this so that the camera can see my face and also you can see it. That's like, that's real. That's sturdy materials in there. Mm. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, we're getting places now. The film counter maneuver. It's true. That weird little film in the GMK67 really threw me for a loop. I wasn't ready for that. I watched so many videos of being like, this is how you set up a GMK67, and they never once mentioned that weird film. Should donate these Gateron G Pros to charity. Walk up to people, do you need Gateron G Pros? What if? Have you thought about what your switches are? These are probably better. They're not good enough for me anymore, but they're probably better for you. Look at this big. I got a big pile of Gaterons here, switches. I do like the clear top. Like that's very compelling to me. Oop, that one just flipped right out. It's really nice for the RGB LEDs, but I really don't like the. After enough typing on ads, I just really don't like the travel distance and the way the bump feels, the tactile bump. There we go. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Because I have the room to maneuver. Alright. Alright, Glarses. Give us your good stuff. It should be really easy to pop in. Oh. Trivial. Because this isn't gasket mounted, so like nothing happens. Nothing happens. I do appreciate the firm feel though. I think that's probably still my preference. The gasket mounting is interesting, but it's not amazing. Hang on. I see some dust on here. I gotta take care of that. Get out of there. Compresses your air out of spite. Now we're talking. I also have so many extras of these because these only come in packs of 36. And this is definitely like an 80-something slot keyboard. So I had to buy like 90. That's okay, because these are like apparently limited run. Kind of a special novelty item, but I'm here for this. I'm here for the feel. Like the feel of them is just, it's nice. It's nice. Can you hear that? Oh. We love it. We love that sound. Who's texting me? How dare someone text me? Oh, it's my husband. When am I done with stream? I guess I can plug in my keyboard and let him know real quick. Hi, Sylvian. Hello. Probably another hour max. There we go. Okay. Pretend that I didn't peek away. There we go. Look at that. I love the purples. I love how they feel. I'm a big purple fan. Green and purple are complementary colors after all. They go well together. That's why my demon character has so much purple magic. Also because purple's always like the darkness color in video games because they can't actually use black and white that way. So you have to kind of go with dark purple as evil. But like fun evil. Have a good time evil. Embrace the darkness. It's true, see? Oh. Uh-oh. I can fix it. Alright. Almost bent a pin. That would have been bad. Yellow light. Is that oh. Is that like Lantern Corps thing? I don't know much about comics or superhero stuff, I should say. Superhero stuff is like the one thing I never really bothered to learn when I was a kid or like get into. And then all of a sudden it becomes the monoculture for a while, but like only in a certain way. Oh, in games, yeah, it's true. Because you can't use like white light because it's not a color really. It's all the colors put together. Function row keys are all the dark function of the keyboard is done after all. It's true. All my time manipulation with my quick saves and quick loads. My media controls. I've actually been playing a lot of the new Fortnite, like Rock Band mode, because they don't make Rock Band DLC anymore, and I'm sad. Makes me sad. Purple and yellow do complement each other very nicely. I will say I did like what Metroid Prime 2, what Metroid Prime 2 did with its like light beam. It wasn't really super yellow. It was more like a rainbow sheen on things. Why'd the music stop? Do that thing again. Get over here. There we go. There we go. And last switch before we start putting the keys back on. Yeah, nice. Okay. Here we go. Actually, you know, maybe we'll keep them off for a little bit. For a little bit. Just because it's probably easy to reach in and grab them. Maybe like one row at a time. One extra row at a time. Just because I don't want to get too discombobulated. We're doing that. We doing it. Ugh. Whoa. Calm down, camera. Calm down. I guess I could probably just shove these to the side. You don't need to see those, do you? We all know what these switches look like at this point. We're not too worried about it. You get over there, mister. Ah, guess what? Feet enjoyers. So does this one. This one is feet too. I like the little ones. I think the gentle addition of height helps on this one. So put that there. Is anybody doing anything fun tomorrow for your day off? If you have the day off. I don't have any plans. I think I'm just gonna hang out with my BF. My husband doesn't have the day off, and my BF does, so we're probably just gonna go like do something fun. Boy, I sure popped out of existence for a second there. What the fuck? Oh, it's because my hand's right in front of the camera. Haha. Ha ha ha. Silly camera. This is what happens when you're right in front of me. But you don't fit on top of my monitor. It's too big. We'll get through this together. Gaming, recovering from earlier parts of the weekend. Yeah, I had a busy Saturday. Like, I did a lot of stuff yesterday. I played Pathfinder, and my husband's GMing that one because he's new to it. So he's been playing this DM PC, which is like a fighter cleric, because we don't really have much of a frontline or a healer. And then he decided, like, oh, these the players are fine. They're gonna go up against one monster. It's one assassin vine. Literally fucking killed one of our party members. He's dead. He's not coming back. The player is surprisingly, like, chill about it. I'm impressed. There we go. He's a DM in another campaign, but, like, he was just like, nope, I'm dead. That's how it goes. I'm like, what? Really? You're dead? Pathfinder low-level combat can be a hell of an experience, I gotta tell you. But yeah, we had to... we were all a little shook. We were all just having fun doing some like base building mechanics that were a little homebrew. It's very cute. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like, oh, they're dead. What happened? But now we've moved on. He's already talked about what he's going to build for his next character. It's very fun. But it did make me a little scared. I'm like, oh, I gotta be real. You're glad when DMs don't warp rules on the fly when the players are in terrible peril. I mean, yeah. It's either the easiest snooze walk or the most clenchiest thing. There's no in between. Is true. Like, that's the funny thing, is it was like a CR3 monster, so it's like level 3. It's supposed to be, you know, it was supposed to be a little side quest, a little thing that we were just, you know, just kind of resolving in the middle of the week before we go on to do, like, main stuff. And we had, like, a boss fight, and we completely annihilated that creature in the boss fight in, like, one round. I mean, they got a good hit on us, but I'm the frontline character. I'm playing an occultist, which is like a magic user who uses items instead of books, which is very on brand for artificer playstyles that I enjoy. Well, why don't you chill? Yeah. I think we'll replace... I'll take these keycaps off, and then we'll replace this row of switches, and then just start kind of mowing them back down. Putting them back in. I gotta say, it's really nice, though, that these keycaps are not as tight as the other keycaps on the other board. That was one of the issues, just like, oh, every time I was pulling off a keycap, it was just popping off. That's one nice thing about the soldering experience, is that you know they're not going to pop off. I had a DM literally blurt out, I'm going to turn that into a miss. I feel bad. After he attacked a player who was about to lose consciousness. He kind of killed the campaign. Yeah. I think there are just some people who want, like... I like when games have mechanics built in where, like, you can suffer a loss instead of dying, because then you're not as afraid of, like, of the GM at least, not as afraid of throwing something that's difficult at them. Like, I was running my first Fabula Ultima game, and that Fabula Ultima has a rule where if a character drops to 0 hit points, they're out. Like, you don't get to Phoenix down them or anything. There's no special scroll that just, like, magically revives them back to, like, 1 HP or whatever. They're out, but they have the choice of either sacrificing something very important to them, or they can sacrifice themselves, you know, and that'll, like, let everybody continue, and it'll be, like, a big cost, and the character will die. But then it's not just like, oh, well, if you get, you know, negative 20 hit points from 0, then you're automatically dead. I'm not a huge fan of just, like, instant death stuff. I feel like we're here for storytelling. We're here for, you know, cooperative improv storytelling. Maybe I'll try this one for this one, because this switch puller is a little bit better. This is a little wider than this one. You can kind of see, yeah, this one probably better at gripping. A little grippier. Oh, easy peasy, yeah. Easy. And it's much easier when I don't have to worry about the other switches or the other keycaps in the way. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, I'm more and more, the more I play, the more I'm into this idea of, like, playing rules as written, except for certain, like, house rules that everybody agrees to beforehand. I used to be a very like, oh, I don't want this story to be messed up in a certain way. But the emergent gameplay is like, the emergent narrative from gameplay is part of the fun of tabletop RPGs to me. Quit flipping out, little avatar. Camera. You know how to do this. You know how this works. You're not. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There we go. And last one here. Beautiful. Now let's put in more of these purple switches. Ugh. Yeah. I felt a little bit bad because it was partly my fault that the character went to 0 in that Fabula Ultima game, but it's also random targeting, and he did build a very squishy character, and that was his choice. And we have ways to mitigate actual like reaching 0. Like there's one of the other characters has like a death ward basically, or they would just be like, oh, you know, you're not. If you would go to 0, you actually heal to 5, and you know 5 is not a lot. It's not much better than 1, but it's better than 0, and it means you don't have to sacrifice like an important item or an important backstory element or whatever. Oh, almost bent a pin. Watch out for that. Be careful, folks. You never know when a bent pin might come at you. Devil's bargains in exchange for survival. Yeah, I love those. Either lose all your hero points or lose something important. Yeah. I love a good devil's bargain, actually. Because it's just so much, like, you have so much leverage as the DM. You can really get what you want. And, like, sometimes for me that's like, oh, this is going to set me up for something really fun later. Or it's just like, oh, this character has been bugging me. And what if you never cast Spiritual Weapon again? Oh, I love this idea for you. I love it. Yeah, Blades in the Dark. I love Blades in the Dark. I wish I could play more of it, but it feels like I've played like 2-ish, I think. Yeah, 2-ish short campaigns of it, and it's fun. Also, if you guys like Blades in the Dark and you haven't listened to the Adventure Zone, they do a whole campaign called Steeplechase that it takes place in like futuristic Disneyland, or like Disneyland with the serial numbers filed off. It's like dystopian Disney as a whole city. It's very cool. I really like it. Justin is the DM for that one, and I like what he did with it. And Blades in the Dark is a great system for it. It may not sound like it at first, but when you realize how dystopian the Disney like experience is, it's like, oh shit. And a paladin get hit with max damage from a spell. Look, you lose all three inspiration, and the paladin survives with some sufficiently dramatic moves. Ooh. I mean, yeah. There's also something like, I like the idea of, you know, you can survive, but oh, there's a bent pin. You can survive, but you have to break your paladin oath to do so. And like, I love that as a concept. I'm always looking around for a reason to make a paladin break their oath. Haha. It's just so much fun. Oh, you're an oath breaker. Oh, how did that happen? My one issue with Fabula Ultima as a system is that it's definitely primarily Italian as a game, and I really wish I could play it in Foundry, because I really like Foundry as software, but it's just definitely not supported in English enough for that. Maybe someday. It did just get a nice big beefy update in Roll20, so like the character sheet in Roll20 is a lot better than it used to be like 6 months ago. Okay, let's put these back on. Having too much fun with his oath is pretty much, you have to act like a Power Ranger every time, or no power. That's funny, because usually the paladin's the one who's like the sourpuss. Come on, guys. We can't murder people. Maybe he has a point. Maybe you shouldn't murder people. Have you thought about that? It's more fun that way. There we go. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. I like that a lot so far. I can't wait to do the typing test on this one, honestly. But first, time to pull more keycaps. Ugh. Oath of Conquest Frost Orc. Oh, he sounds delightful. I love him already. I love a spicy paladin like Oath of Conquest. He says, having a paladin character who has the softest, most uwu Oath of Redemption. College of Swords Bard Orc. Oh, he sounds lovely too. Tell me about your orcs. I love hearing about your orcs. I love when, especially the gays. Gays understand orcs better than anybody else. Also autistic gays, especially. Sometimes you're just not human, and that is cool. Maybe being human is cringe. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that? Neurotypical and human? Cringe. Who even are you? Funny story about your orc, but it's long. I mean, I would understand if you don't want to type that out, but I'm always interested in hearing stories about orcs. You should write your orc's backstory. Absolutely, Paladin. If you want to write your orc's backstory, I will edit it for free. Because you're a buddy. Sorry, everybody else. That's not an offer that's open. I'm very good at editing, too. If I ever really needed to, like, get money fast, I would probably take, like, editing commissions. Just be like, I will help you write better. Scoot this out a bit. Oh, there's just nothing here. Okay. Then let's start plucking these. I feel like, am I out of these? I am pretty much done on these. Okay. I'm just going to take this bag. I'm sorry, Glarses, but I'm going to put some very bad switches into the bag with your face on it. Please don't be offended. It's for a good cause. Usually play lots of orcs. Or you play Orcish Ranger Warlock. I love that combo. I haven't heard about that one. World Compass is screwed. He's become a local hero and lately a pirate. That sounds very... A pirate is very on brand for a Ranger Warlock to me. I mean, I don't think 5e has a swashbuckler, like, archetype. At least not as far as I know. I'm going to be real with you guys. I kind of stopped paying attention to 5e after a while because I realized how narrow some of the choices are. It just made me want to, like, play different systems. But, you know, no disrespect to anyone who plays 5e. You play the game that works for you. And I also, having played 5e, having DM'd it for like 2 or 3 years, just the amount of stuff available to you as a DM is just incredible. Oh, I need more stuff here. I need to open this bag. There's more in it. Can I put more over here? Over here. You know what I mean when I put there. You can play around, include the Arcana and house rules and stuff, yeah. One of the things I really dislike is when positioning gets just too complicated. It's always annoying to me whenever I'm just like, oh, why are we caring so much about positioning? But Theater of the Mind can get messed up when you play a game like 5e that requires, like, oh, you're within 5 feet. It's like, well, you need a map for that. Whoa. Caught it. You get a 7 in Dex. This is your College of Swords Bard Orc. You want him to be strong, so get that expertise in athletics. Got it. Grapple and shove foes around. Big, strong swordsman with a heart of gold. Oh. I'm placing my hand on my chest. I love a big, strong swordsman with a heart of gold. Turns into protective, big, fat, hairy daddy bear. Also good when his allies are under threat. Oh, yeah. May have flung a couple monsters down a chasm in a single turn. Yeah, I mean, sometimes monsters misbehave, and you have to show them, especially the like, crazy ones. Why is this? There we go. When the wizard gets pincered on a narrow bridge, you got to save the wizard. You need them around. They're very handy. Those wizards. They do a lot of stuff. Yeah. Half-orc barbarian, very classic. Path of the Beast, love it. I used to think that barbarians were just like... I used to think that, well, they are very straightforward, but I used to think that they were like one note, and then I realized from like talking to a couple of other people who have played barbarians in more interesting ways, like, I know I just talked about the Adventure Zone, but like one of my favorite barbarian characters is one on that show right now, who is a like a noblewoman who's been reborn into the body of a like Amazonian warrior, and she's just like, when she goes Karen, she really goes Karen, and I love it. I love this for her. All she wants is to get another, like a different, her original body back, but it got exploded. So that ain't happening. She has to cope, and she has to learn to love the body that she's got, which is a great lesson for all of us, really. There we go. Your orc won an arena battle with the prize of 1,000 platinum. My god, that's crazy. I lost my place because I was just like 1,000 platinum when I looked away. Only ended up walking away with about 50 gold due to taxes. Found a gambling ring that offered 200 to 1 odds. If you could grapple elemental in the ground while naked and coated in oil. I love this for him. Took the bet thinking it would be a fire elemental, but they summoned a fire elemental. Oh no! Poor baby. Oh, he's welcome. He can crash at my place if that ever happens to him again. Those are some serious burn wounds. That could be a real problem. Alright. We are opening our second pack of Glarce's MX Purples. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back, Jojo. Not a whole lot has happened. I have been doing more keyboard shit. You enjoyed the one where you dragged around a travel chest on wheels with a hammered dulcimer because it was one of his instruments was a dulcimer. Not a combat instrument. He just carried a drum on his belt, but he doesn't need it all the time. Swords bard, swords belt. Yeah. Enjoyed when we saw they use Barbarian Rage with sort of Righteous Fury flavor. Yeah, that's fun. I love those. I love a little new take on a Barbarian Rage. Imagining a big ham-fisted orc playing sweet loving music with the tiny dulcimer hammers. That's adorable. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Oh, this one's another almost bent pin. Okay. You creatively used your rage to get a tail and passed as a dragonborn for a puzzle. Like, we don't have a dragonborn. Well, make one. If you don't have a store-bought is fine. You know? You don't have to be homemade all the time. I thought... Weird. I thought this one was giving me some interesting... like, volume on the... Or maybe it's just the lighting. Probably just the lighting. Whatever. There we go. Came back and accused him of cheating to manage his money back, but they told him to piss off. So he decided they all need to die. I mean, that is a pretty dick move to, like, offer these unbeatable gambling scenarios. The person who had his money and equipment fled as soon as he started. Oh, man. This poor orc, he can't catch a break. I want him to succeed so bad. I want him to have victory. I hope he gets his personal side quest filled and he gets lots of gold and equipment and everything he ever wants. He deserves it. Especially after all that. My god. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah. There we go. More switches. His wisdom was too low, so he wanted the free common items the DM offered at the start of the game to get an ear horn of hearing. As a hearing aid. Oh, he's pretty old. You should just let him lose the horn, and he just every time somebody says something, he can go, "What? Say that again?" Especially if it's embarrassing. He should just pretend to be, like, hard of hearing when it's convenient for him. That sounds like fun. Why wouldn't you? Oh. Come on. Oh, I have that upside down. Ha ha ha. No, do I? No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay. There we go. The DM has already witnessed him do 3 crit smites. Oh my god. 3 separate one-shots for 60, 70 damage. Oh my god. Well, yeah. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I'm rooting for him. I'm always rooting for every playable orc character. If you have an orc D&D character, I already love them. Unless they're like, you know, truly irredeemably evil. But that's not possible. Every orc is redeemable. I will craft the redemption arc for your orc if I have to. I did it for Ganon. I wrote a whole goddamn book of Ganon fanfic, basically, for a redemption arc, and then I just filed it off and pretended it wasn't Zelda and it wasn't Ganon. That's kind of how I write sometimes. Is I just get stuck into the moment and I'm just like, I'm obsessed with this idea. I can't do fanfic because my brain doesn't let me do fanfic. The only fanfic I can do is of my own characters. So sometimes I just make new characters for the sake of, like, I'm going to fix this other character. And I'm going to do it my way and make him more compelling. God damn it. Maybe someday I'll clean that up. I was going to do it last year after Tears of the Kingdom came out, but then I got distracted with a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh well. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. I'm liking the feel of these a lot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Eberron. I love Eberron. I love Eberron. Eberron should be the default setting, IMO, for D&D. It's just so much better than the Forgotten Realms. And I say this as, like, somebody who's really turned around on the Forgotten Realms, especially after Baldur's Gate and the D&D movie that came out last year. Like, those are fun. Eberron's just better. Eberron is more interesting. Eberron is a setting that's so good that I would, like, play it in a different system. I would honestly, if I ever GM Pathfinder, which is probably not going to happen anytime I have, like, a full-time job, which is most of the time. I'm going to scoot these up a bit. Oh god, what have I done? Forgive me. Cordy gods. What was I saying? Oh, Eberron. Eberron is so good that I would play if I ever GM'd Pathfinder, I would probably make it take place in Eberron, because I know that there's, like, books that support it, and I know that Pathfinder's close enough to, like, 3.5 that you can basically use 3.5 content. There we go. Oh, okay. Shift and shift. Shift and shift. Under here. Something like that. Doesn't really matter. We're just putting this in. Galarian is interesting, but some of the things are like, yeah, wait, what? Yeah, in this this game that my husband's running, I'm playing a neutral evil occultist. And his whole deal is, like, we're doing the Aslanti thing, which is, like, the, you know, out in the middle of the sea, tropical islands kind of stuff, uninhabited, mostly just monsters. But, you know, Aslanti is, like, a race of humans that apparently died during Earthfall, which was, like, Earthfall is, like, the equivalent of the dinosaurs falling on, you know, or getting hit by the meteor, but instead, like, the gods did it and they killed off a bunch of humans instead, which, Keith Baker's Eberron Discord server icon are aggressively, emphatically queer positive. Yes! Excellent. We love that. We love that. I gotta get my keyboard again, because this is looking dirty. I thought I got it the first time, but no. Got it. Gotta clean that keyboard. Remember to clean your keyboards. It's important. Especially for streaming. You want to show off a dirty keyboard, do you? Nobody wants a dirty keyboard. The banner, literally, in Eberron, we're queer all year. Hell yeah. Somebody gets it. This is why we're here for a good time. Pardon me. I love Eberron, though. I love that it has, like, the magic equivalent of atomic bomb going off, and one of my favorite things about starting a campaign in Eberron is always just asking, what do you remember when the day that the morning happened? Morning is an M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G. Side eyes keyboard. All it takes is just some compressed air. It would work out. Everyone will understand. Let's take some switches out. We're gonna keep going. Do you like gods and glaring because they feel closer and very separate from mortals? Yeah, I like that too. I think that the gods are a little bit more interesting in there. Oh, bye, Neil. Thank you for stopping by. It was a pleasure to have you. Thank you for watching me do my keyboard things. Oh, there's a hair in my keyboard. Who's putting hair in my keyboard? I don't have that much hair. My hair ain't even that long. It's all short. I just got a haircut. Jumps out the third story window. Oh, same. It's a fashionable exit. It's either that or being pursued by a bear. You know how it is. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the bless you, Learner Bestie. I'm also a person who says bless you when people cough, because sometimes I just can't tell the difference between someone coughing and sneezing, so I just say bless you, just in case. And you know what? If you're coughing and sneezing, maybe you deserve the blessing anyway. Have you thought about that? Have you considered it? There we go. Good old enter key. There we go. I'll stretch and hydrate. All right. If you say so. I actually did kind of need that stretch, actually. I've been hunched over this keyboard for a while. Ugh. There we go. All right, and I got my big hydration cup here. Looks like I was gargling. Aw. Alright, we're getting there. I'm more than halfway done with this second set of switches in the other keyboard. I am starting to get a little hungry. I might get some Whataburger. Something about Whataburger hits real good after like 9 p.m. Love me a Whataburger. A Whataburger. Get in there. I must say though, if I was going to recommend a keyboard brand, it would definitely be Keychron over the GMK67. Partly because with Keychron you get like a whole kit for roughly the same amount of money as a Keychron plus switches and keycaps. Or well, what is a GMK with switches and keycaps, I should say. Keychron, you get the whole thing. Whereas GMK 67 is a bare bones thing. And then on AliExpress, if you get stuff that's like, oh, we've got a fully built out GMK 67. I mean, somebody else put it together besides you. That's it. You never really know what you're getting with that. Whereas Keychron is like, if you just want a good mechanical keyboard, especially like a good enough mechanical keyboard, you really can't go wrong. Just make sure that you're getting something that like, just read the specs and know what kind of switch you're getting. It's hard not to recommend the Keychron, honestly. They're very handy. There we go. Getting into it. Ugh. Wait. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. I had to double check that one. Make sure that we didn't have any bent pins. It's been surprising how many of them are bent, but that's just kind of the life when you start packing this stuff and then sending it overseas. I think this came from Germany and then went to London and then all that in a bag of chips. Generic boards do a bit of everything all the time in budgets. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like if I was just gonna sit here and build keyboards all day, I'd probably just not spend too much money on it. Let's get this row in. Get these guys back in. They're doing important work. And I'll do another typing test, and then maybe we'll call it a stream after that. Once we get these switches all nice and placed. Oh, love it. We love it. Love it. Ugh. There we go. There's a lot more keys on these top 3 rows than there are on the bottom 3. But, you know, sometimes it be like that. Alright. Control. Option or Alt if you're a Windows user. then the most terrifying one to pull off, the space bar. Put that there. Back to command. Back to option. And function. And control. Oh, I gotta take off the arrow keys. I'm so silly. Sometimes when I'm stimming on like my keyboard, I'll just take off the arrow keys. I feel kind of bad because I use them a lot. I shouldn't be doing this to them, but they're just so easy to pry off sometimes. Yeah. I remember the music. You do that one of those things where it's like just stops. Yeah. There we go. For some reason this mix has a lot of silence just in it, switching between songs. Not sure why. Oh, see, you can see here I've got the penguin in here. I'm probably gonna keep that, but I am gonna get my compressed air back out. We're gonna clean this up. There. I don't know if you guys can see any of that. That was pretty fine. Particulate. Keychron's advertising looks very Mac keyboard centric. Yeah. They have options to sell them pre-made with Windows style layouts. I mean, they'd come with Windows keys. So like all you have to do is swap them out, and then like you can also like they have special modifier keys and stuff. I mean that's the fun part though, Tig, is that you can just do whatever you want. Like I have a set of purple keycaps that are like side printed. I think I might have shown them off. Maybe not. This is an example one. This is the enter key. I have it like sitting out here. You can kind of see it's got this side printed here, and it's actually see-through because it's like clear plastic underneath. So that when it shines through on the like light here, the top surface is nice and clean, but on the side, it shines through and you can kind of see the rainbow enter. It's very fun. But these are also like $20 keycaps I got off of Amazon. So some of the like, you can kind of see it. If you can focus, come on, focus. Focus on the enter. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it won't. You can kind of see it. There you go. The thickness of the second E in enter is a little bit worse at the bottom. So the light doesn't come through super evenly. But that's what you get when you buy, you know, $20 keycaps off of Amazon. That's why people pay the big bucks for the fancy boys. For the GMKs or whatnot. Oh my god. Get out of there. Mister. How dare you. There we go. Get these boys out of here. And then we'll just replace all the rest of the keycaps all at once. And all the switches all at once, because there's just no point in layering it now. Here we go. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Got a nice little... Ugh. These corner switches are tough. There we go. We're leaving that one in. Gotta leave the spacebar in. I love that sound too much. Having a silent spacebar really elevates the experience to me. All the rest of these we can just replace. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get the rest of these. I have a third bag, which is going to be needed, I think. But until we get there. Ugh. Ooh, I smell somebody cooking something downstairs. Maybe I don't have to go to Whataburger. Maybe I can just bother my husband. But I could also get a burger if I want to. It's America. You can get a burger anytime you feel like it. Oh, I dropped the switch. It's on the ground. Oh god. Just a second. My avatar's gonna flip out. Sorry. Alright.
Alright. There you are.
Found him. Oh god. Be right back. I think we have a problem. Oh, Jesus. Sorry about that. I apologize if you heard the beep. That was the smoke alarm because my husband was making some grilled cheese and maybe let it burn a little bit too much. And all the doors were closed. Every single smoke alarm went off in the whole house. It's kind of crazy. He said, "It's okay, I'm making content for you." It's like, yeah, but you don't have to do it like that. Why is this one not going in? Oh, this one might be... This might be a dead switch. We'll just pass on that one. Whew. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. It was Tigers, it's true. Cat's just playing around. He's playing with his food, as one does. There we go. Oh, I've got these. 2 here. All right. There's 1. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I can take this whole pile of... You can't see it, but they've got a handful of fucking Gatoron browns here. I'm gonna put them all in this little bag that's now nice and empty. If only I knew how to do that like a reasonable individual, an adult. I'm doing it. They're rolling off of my belly and into the bag. We're doing it. We're doing it, bro. We're making it happen. I warned you about stairs, bro. Oh, Neil's not here. He's not here to appreciate that reference. Somebody tell Neil that I made a Homestuck reference without him. Here we go. We don't need no stinking Gatorons. We got purples. The funny thing is I heard the like downstairs fire alarm. I was like, oh god, I know what this is. I know what's about to happen. Somebody cooked food and dared it to smoke. The foods dared to smoke. We don't smoke in our house. We're not like that. We vape. Like real gentlemen. No, not really. I only vape certain products. There we go. Our last pack of purples. Then we'll do some tests. And I'll get myself something to eat later. I had some dinner beforehand, but it wasn't very big. Wasn't big. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, no tigers. No tigers. Maybe that was the stream alarm. You've been streaming too long. Get the fuck off the internet. Ooh, here we go. Oh, we're getting places. I'm feeling good about this now. Yeah. I was worried that I didn't have enough penguin switches for the other keyboard, but I have plenty of these because I had to buy a bunch. Haha. Okay. A scant few here. Just 7-ish left. Oh. You've reached your internet quota. Touch some grass to continue. It's true. I mean, like, I know that people, like, joke that's like, oh, you know, go outside and touch some grass. But, like, also, it helps. Go outside. Go for a walk. Remember that the world exists more than humans yelling at each other. Like, there's a beautiful world out there, and all you have to do is go check it out. I guarantee you, nobody's yelling about which characters you ship over at the park down the street. There might be just some kids playing on the playground. Maybe they're in an argument, but it's probably not about Jujutsu Kaisen. When it stops trying to cook me in this heat. Oh, are you in the southern hemisphere? Are you guys going through summer right now? I hate summer. It's winter over here, but like barely. I feel like the last couple of years in Texas, we've had winters where like it freezes for like multiple days at a time, and the infrastructure is not ready for it, and then power gets cut out. But this year it was just like, one day, and then we're done. I kind of missed it being cold, but I think I like spring when it's just a little rainy and kind of cool, the jacket weather. I love the jacket weather. Tropic, oh yeah. Storm here. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer to get a storm. But you know what? Storms are like the best time to sit inside and read a book. There we go. I love sitting inside and reading a book when it's rainy. I should do that more often. I should just log off and read a book. Highly recommend it. I swear. Just got rid of some hair here. Oh, I think the lube on the stabilizers is catching some hair. Haha. Teehee. You kind of see it. West Texas summers. Oh yeah. Those are real. Why is it 70 in February? Yeah, I'm in Austin and we have like what? I think we hit like 65, 70 in February. It sounds lovely until you realize what that really means for later in the year. There we go. Now we're getting places. Oh, we love this. We love to see it. Okay. I was actually debating like getting a typing game to play, which I might still do. I heard that typing House of the Dead, Typing of the Dead, one of those. Oh, winters, but yeah. Ugh. 130 standing in the sun in summer. Ugh. It's too hot for me. Too hot 5 me. I need. That's why I'm so glad that the house we got is nice with air conditioning. That was a thing that didn't happen in California when I lived there. It was just like you don't need air conditioning. It's so nice here. I'm like, you clearly haven't been paying attention to the trends of what weather is doing. And like the landlord would be like, we don't want to install AC because it's expensive and it's so nice here. I'm like, yeah, well, you might not have a choice after a while. We played that with someone once and he was like, you type too fast, I give up. You basically solo the 2-player mode. Yeah, I don't know how hard it is. Like, if you type 100 words per minute, are you basically set? Because that's roughly what I do. As long as I don't fuck up. Which I'm very particular about because because of the way I type. Or what I typed for, I have to not fuck up. Yeah, same. We can be type buddies. Maybe we should just do like hardcore 2-player mode and do it. All right. Got some nice. Oh, it's very poppy. Oh, I like that. One of the things I like about the comparison I like to make with keyboards is, as a person who does a lot of typing and a lot of writing, it's like this is my spellcasting implement. If I was a wizard, like this is my arcane focus, is my keyboard. That's why I think it's so important to have a good keyboard. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. What do you think? Let's do some typing test. 38 degrees in SLC. Oh my God, that's pretty cold. I hope it's like, hope you all have infrastructure for when it gets that cold. I pray for that. Let's do some typing tests. What do you think? Let's do a typing test. Maybe several. What do you think? Oh, I should probably plug in my keyboard if I'm going to do that. Oh, well, before I do that, we have to do the... Oh, nice. This is what all the YouTubers do. No rattle. I like that. At least I can't hear it over my headphones. All right. There's a hair here. Get out of here. Get out of here, hair. Yeah. Get out of here. I said get out. Finally. Took forever. All right. Plugging in the keyboard. Here we go. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. Tab, enter. Whoop. What? Whoop, whoop, whoop. What's going on? Is backspace not working? Hang on. Key tester. Keyboard test online. No, not Bing. Get out of here. Check my keyboard keys. Why is Bing opening? Okay, backspace. Oh, it's working. That's so weird. Why wasn't it working before? That's so bizarre. Whatever. All right, try again. Monkey type. Here we go. Teen angst, what the world needs now. Okay, 115. And that's my new best. My best used to be 112. Neat. Neat. What was that? It was in the mid 40s earlier with lots of rain. Felt good. Winters are usually in the low 10s. Oh, a lot warmer. Well, I mean, low 10s is a big difference. But I'm glad that it's comfortable at least. It's just because the game's designed for completed words. Yeah, maybe. I was worried that I like broke the backspace switch or something. But no, it seems like it's working fine. Let's do another one. Do another one real quick. Hooah. Oh, this is very furry. Mowgli the Jungle Book. Okay, well, there you go. I was like, this is a very furry piece of media, this quote here. And then it's the Jungle Book. One of the top 10 furry pieces of literature ever made. Thanks, Rudyard Kipling. Man invented a character, and then Disney popularized that character that ruined an entire generation of specific kind of people. One more. That was a bunch of word soup. The Stranger. Okay, that's weird. Am I not getting anything on the... Let me check this. Oh, maybe I think the switch for the comma might be dead. Let's check that out. Let me switch back to Hypercam. Ugh. What's going on here, buddy? Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working? Are you bent? You little bent pin? Oh, come on. Yeah. It's really hard to do this with the keys actually in the way. The keycaps here. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's a bent pin. That is not what it's supposed to look like. And that might be dead. Might just let that one go and chuck it into the bin. Alright. This time, we're going to be more careful. You can blame Disney and Hanna-Barbera. I mean, it's true. And, like, all of the action, like, cartoons. You're watching your friend play Uncharted simultaneously, and the grunts the main character is making is blending in with mine. What can I say? I guess I'm just a rugged action hero. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. That was why I made that mistake. I was like, what? I definitely pressed that key. Okay. Oh, I probably should have done that well, after turning the key off. Whatever. We're fine. We're good now. Okay. One more typing test. I do like how this feels, though, a lot. I love the feel of these Cherry MX Poiples. I like that little quote. Nausea by Jean-Paul Sartre. Okay, that makes sense. 110. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Feel pretty good about that one. I like the sound of these. I like the sound profile. I like the feel. I like the way. I like the they called it like the Goldilocks of the tactile world. Whereas you have this nice bump that's not too strong, but not too weak. Let's do one more. Wow. Ooh, 111. Very nice. Let's see, Sartre. You weren't ready for Sartre to show up in my typing test? Oh, that was a Buffy quote. That's interesting. Is Cellargar the Sartre to my Simone de Beauvoir? Probably Gar. He's more of the writer type. Although, am I Simone de Beauvoir? I might have to get back to you on that one. I need to think about it. No. Hey, Buffy has some good writing in places. Even if we don't like to bring up the guy who wrote a lot of this stuff. We're not going to push that too hard. Buffy's still a beloved series for a lot of people. You can see the glow of my mouse a little bit on the side. Gosh, okay, one more. I really like typing on this thing. It's a big fan. I think so. I definitely do more typing on my work computer, so I'll probably use this one on my work, and then upstairs I'll stick with my little moon flavored GMK 67. But yeah, let's do one more typing test. Oh god. Oh my god. Oof. Angel. Okay, let's get out of the Whedonverse, please. I want a new one. I want to refresh. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Are you kidding me? What? These are some interesting pulls for this typing test. What the hell? Okay, what is it? Any man who has the brains to think and the nerve to act for the benefit of the people. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, this sounds like some interesting radical literature from maybe the French Revolution. And then it's fucking Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I mean, I will go on record and say I liked Brotherhood more than the original, but I mean, it's not exactly a controversial stance, right? One more. Let's see if we can get a threefer on surprise sources. Oh, no, not like that. This one. Oh, no. Why don't you just restart the test? Next test. I know this one. Dock of the Bay, yeah. But like, who did that? Why do I have to search Bing? Why? Otis Redding, okay. Just sitting on the dock of the bay. I like both. OG when is novella drama that makes. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I should go back and visit the first one. I haven't really done it since I first watched it in college. Which I admit, it was still, like, well past its airing. Let's go. One more. $123. I mean, I got a little bit of an easy win on that one. I've never heard of Mostly Harmless, though. Yeah. Back to work. Well, thanks for dropping by, Manster. I appreciate it. I'm probably gonna wrap things up here pretty quick here. I might do a couple more. Oh, Douglas Adams. Okay. Chapter 20 goes full. But did you know he's your father's mother's cousin? Sometimes people want to just pull the same twist that Star Wars did, but they don't have the gall to just make him the dad, or at least it just feels not special enough. I don't know. Let's do one more typing test. I love these. I love typing. I'm into this. That's cool. I got hung up on it. Oh god. Me at the zoo? Isn't that the first video to upload it to YouTube? Why is that in here? God. What? Okay, I have to look it up now. Do we have to watch the first? Oh my god, 8K Ultra HD. Me at the zoo. Why is it on Bing videos? God.
Alright, so here we are, one of the elephants.
Oh my god.
Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long fronts, and that's cool.
They've annotated it. The intro, the cool thing, and then end. Oh my god. I'm dying. Get out of here. Get out of here. Why would you put this in your quote database? Oh god. Okay. No, okay. Next test. Oh, what the? Oh, caps lock. Oh, is this a Doctor Who quote? Oh no. This is a Star Trek. That was bad. I got messed up on it. I got messed up on that beginning. It's so bad. Yeah, it's definitely Star Trek. That's Kirk to Spock, I believe. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't you put? I guess it makes sense, but it's just not. It's not a very profound quote, right? They have really long trunks, and that's Cool. Not profound the way that like the Full Metal Alchemist one was. All right, one more. Alan Watts, the book on the taboo against knowing who you are. Oh, that's interesting. I thought that was another like philosophy thing. Maybe it is. Maybe he's a philosopher. I don't know. Pretty unique combination of words. It did have a lot of ellipses, which was an interesting test. Why does it have to be profound? I like this key noise. I think I want those keys in the keyboard. Your keyboard is so clunky. I mean, that's the thing, is that like any good Keychron keyboard is going to get you a better sound profile than most like standard keyboards that you get with computers. Any like mechanical keyboard, even the like silent one that I have over here, which is kind of wild how quiet that is. I'm still addicted to these typing tests. Let's keep it going. Oop. And the Mountains Echoed. I've not heard of that one. The Amazon special with fake MX Cherry Blues. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Like, fake Cherry Blues feels like that would be a real bummer, to be honest. Like, because you get clicky, but you probably don't have, like, the nice feeling, like, tactile up and down that you get with a good clicky switch. Like, with a bad clicky switch, it just makes noise, and it probably feels closer to linear. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping. Another sign that I should probably stop. But I can't stop, won't stop. Gotta keep typing. Succeeded. Succeed? Orc spotted! Mr. Popper's Penguins. Well, I mean, it was also on brand because we put penguin switches on the other keyboard. But that was not the orc I was hoping it would be. I'm a little disappointed. You know what that means. Wonder. Oh, the Plague. Albert Camus. I had a friend who read that like right in the middle of 2020 for reasons, and he said it was fascinating, but also very like it made him not be surprised at anything that happened afterwards the way the rest of us were, and it bummed him out, but it kind of gave him like a little bit more perspective. He was like, I don't recommend it, but I'm glad I read it, is what he said. But yeah, we were led on by Mr. Popper. How could he do that to us? One more. Ah! Said. One more. Sharon Van Etten. It's not like... I'm not familiar. Huh. Mr. Popper, first name Rush. Interesting. Interesting. Van Etten. I don't know if Sharon Van Etten. I might be ignorant. What's the deal? Why is this always Bing? Yeah, American singer-songwriter. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, sometimes they throw song lyrics into here, and it's a little wild, like sitting on the dock of the bay. What is the orc? What has he got, if not himself? Then he has none. To say these things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. I could think of some people who would kneel for an orc. Teehee. Why does this keep happening? Yeah. "2001: A Space Odyssey." That makes sense too. Oh yeah, that about tracks. Okay, two more. and then I'm gonna go get myself some dinner, and we will. I might see if I raid somebody. We might just call it because I don't know if I have the patience to sit down and say hi. I might need to go get in my car and rocket myself towards some late night burger. I need dry cleaning song lyrics in one of these typing tests because everyone would be so blinded. It's true. I mean, at this point, you've got the first YouTube video, you've got Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, you have Sharon Van Etten. Like, that's a pretty big spread. Years of Solitude. I need to read that. I think it's on my, like, it might be on my list. But yeah. 100 Years of Solitude. Interesting. That was a... Alright, let's take that again. Although his voice was also broken by uncertainty and his hands seemed to doubt the existence of things, it was evident that he came from the world where men could still sleep and remember. That's a heck of a line. It implies a lot. Pat Dad on the head, all right, you big loudmouth, and thanks so much for the Twix. I think of myself as a hearty banana with that waxy service and the small, delicate flowers. A woman in aviators firing a bazooka. Good for her. Good for the woman in aviators firing a bazooka. Just next test, please. Oh, Inception. I thought that sounded familiar. Oh man. Okay. Okay. I feel pretty good about that. I got 0 errors. 125. I had a pretty good one overall. Let's watch that. Let's watch that instant replay. Where is it? Watch that replay. Can you guys see the replay? Where are we at? Oh, we can still see it. Okay. Play. Oh, I'm going fast. Oh, I'm picking up speed. Oh, there we go. I got hung up on train the first time. I remember I felt very fast towards the end, especially. But you don't know for sure. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they're talking about like dreams or something in there. This is a lot of word soup. I mean, I love Christopher Nolan's movies for their visuals and for the way that he executes like crazy like special effects and daring stunts and things like that. I do not consider them very well written movies. Like the dialogue is it feels like it sounds impactful, but it never quite actually makes an impact on me. But it doesn't matter because he's a visual storyteller, and that's what that's the important thing. But like, man, Inception is like, what's your favorite quote from Inception? It's not this. I don't know. Everybody remembers when the whole, corridor, the whole hallway rotated. That's what you remember from Inception. The dialogue is mostly exposition. I watched Tenet. That was a movie. When I was in film school, I actually made like a found footage movie that was supposed to be a palindrome, like it plays the same forward and backward. And he definitely tried to do that with that movie, and I was very interested to see if he pulled it off. And he didn't. He did not pull it off. I'm sorry. Favorite line is the whole Inception explanation. Yeah. Oh, I just realized chat has not been over the keyboard the whole time. Pretty wild concept. Okay. One last one. I don't want to end it on Inception, even though I had my perfect. This is the score that I'm gonna call my end here, but I don't want to end it on Inception. I want something a little more profound. Airplane. I asked for profound and I got airplane. I mean, it's just sure. Why not? Why not? Let's see. Okay, I think I've had my fun. That's probably safe to call this a stream. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and pack up these Gatorons and put them here. Maybe instead of rating, I'll just say go watch some Glars's content. He's very funny. Go look at his like world's biggest keyboard stuff. It's hilarious. Or when he reacts to viral keyboard TikToks. There's one where people are like, it's a viral keyboard TikTok where they were like, oh, I'm gonna put glue all over my keys and I'm gonna sprinkle glitter on them and it'll make it like pop with color. And it's like, it's gonna break your keyboard. When you put the glue, it's not gonna work. I don't trust keyboard TikTok. That's just in general. Glue in what? Like just glue, like clear glue. They just drizzle it all over the keyboard. It's nasty. Oh, anyways. Let's see. Is there anybody that I really want to raid? I should open. Which, let's see. Shut up. No, quiet you. There we go. Dashboard. Smells like Shakespeare. I mean, they have some interesting elements. They sure do. Okay. Oh, let's see. Okay, let me check and see that he's actually live. I've been wanting to raid Himbo Engineering Co. My buddy Corkum. Is he live? He's up. Excellent. He's been going for about 3 hours, but oh, and it's Shirtless Sunday, you guys. I have to raid him. As a fellow himbo, I must raid him. I won't stick around for too long, but we gotta. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. In keyboard, or let's see, raid message. We'll do Orcmic keyboard. Orcvibes. We'll do that. And remember, you can unlock my emotes by just using 80 channel points, which you probably have. You probably have that just from watching for a couple minutes. There's our raid message. We made a keyboard. Orcmic keyboard. And let's get started raiding my good buddy Corkum, who plays Satisfactory. He can like, he says he's a himbo engineering company, but he like does the most like systemic intellectual games that I've ever seen. I like can't handle it, and I'm impressed that he can do it. So here we go. We're gonna raid him. I believe. I think we can do it. We're gonna raid him. Thank you all for joining me. Now that I have a keyboard in here, I can do my usual. And I can actually type in end stream. Maybe not. Is that not gonna work? Nightbot? You gonna do it? Whatever. You can follow me on my socials. Orcanist.card.co for all of those. Can I shout out Bugblood? Is this gonna work, or did my bot just disappear? Alright. I think my bot may have disappeared or broken or something. I don't know what happened, but that was a good time. I'm glad you all joined me. I'm excited to share this with you guys, and we can go on. My camera feed just broke. Even better. Things are going great. I'm ending the stream right when everything is breaking. We're getting out while we still can. I'm so happy. Good luck, everybody. My avatar was done by Ludleach over on Twitter and Blue Sky. Absolutely check out Ludleach. This is great. Does wonderful art. NSFW though. I will see you guys on the other side. Thank you for joining me, and remember to say hi to Corkum. Have a good night. Have a good Sunday. Bye, everybody.